What's up, world? This is the Cannonball Podcast. I am your host, Captain C. With me.
Wait, is that recording?
No, we're not. He doesn't want to do a full hour, or he doesn't want to do the full podcast. So we're gonna wait till we do the avatar and start filming.
Sorry, I was aware of that.
No, it's fine.
Anyway, you're saying?
Anyway, continuing on, I am Captain C. With me, as always, are my crewmates. One-Eye Josh,
Arr, mateys, how's it be?
who's suddenly turned to Mr. Krabs.
What? I'm a pirate.
No, that's Mr. Krabs. That's Mr. Krabs.
I cannot do Mr. Krabs.
Yes, that was Mr. Krabs. Yeah, I don't know. That was Mr. Krabs.
I can't do. He's already do. I can't. I'll do Mr. Krabs. However, I
Are
can.
you serious? I did Mr. Krabs?
Yes, you did Mr. Krabs.
Yes.
Wow, that was pretty good. I didn't think I could do him.
Anyway, and as always, we have Gingerbeard.
Sorry.
That was a horrible Squidward.
Yes, I agree. That was a bad
Yes,
story.
have more nasal.
Yeah, right
Yes.
Welcome to the Cannonball Podcast.
Okay, now that sounded like the Joker from the Scooby-Doo 1970s Batman special. Or the Penguin.
The penguin sounds more like the penguin, yeah.
Yeah, it sounded more like the Penguin.
is that what you see?
Yeah, that's more like...
Whoa, that scared me a little bit.
Ah, that's pretty good.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, on this episode of the podcast, we're going to talk The Crow.
Yeah.
Our views on the new actor, the new movie, and what we liked about the old show or the old movie,
Mm-hmm.
and what we would hope is in the new movie.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that we're going to talk about is Avatar: The Last Airbender, which for any YouTube enthusiast who discovers this podcast, you will be watching on YouTube while we talk about parts of that.
Yeah.
Not the whole segment, though, but parts.
Parts, yes.
Right, yeah.
And then and I think we have other topics, too, that we want to discuss.
Yeah.
Anything anime related that you guys want to talk about?
Free Run, maybe, but you guys haven't watched it yet.
Well, no, I mean, what we were talking about at the mall that we got into it.
Bottom tier or something like that?
No, the Naruto thing.
Oh, Naruto going hard.
Yeah, when we were walking to the car.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, yeah.
Yeah, and
So what we did, we were having a little debate. This is the Naruto topic, so we'll start with that. We were having a little debate at the mall where Gingerbeard and One-Eye Josh brought it up. His friend and him got into it. So if you want to
I'll bring it up, sure.
Yeah, go for it.
So my friend, a YouTube friend of mine, I'm just going to call him the reviewer.
ooh, intense.
If anyone who knows about it, people that will watch this will know his name, his full name.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about a while back in a podcast of ours, not this podcast, but a different one, that Naruto isn't merciless or merciful, and like he doesn't go the extra mile and kill someone. And I'm like, Naruto kills plenty. He just doesn't do it right away.
Which sparked an interesting debate with Gingerbeard, where he said Naruto doesn't kill anyone
In canon.
which you brought up
Yeah.
that he killed
The guy in the Clash of the Legend of Clash of the Snow one,
no, but the
Haku. Yeah,
the first arc,
Yeah.
really, for Naruto fans.
I mean, he kills a lot of people. He just doesn't. It doesn't show often.
I mean, because like we said, they were more like subordinate ninjas,
Yeah.
where like a strong ninja bitch slaps them, they just end up dead.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who exactly he
Didn't he kill an Akatsuki member with the wind?
Yeah,
Hidan?
Hidan. Yeah, he
What?
killed that one with Shing Shuriken.
What? Hidan? No,
No,
Shikamaru. He killed.
Shikamaru killed. Well, no,
he killed Hidan.
He didn't kill
he
him.
blew him
because
up in the parts.
Yeah, Kakazu, you mean?
Kakasu, yeah.
I'm confused now.
No, Kakasu, the one with
Guy
the
that
masks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the hearts and stuff.
Yeah.
You see, Naruto, he defeated him.
Does he come back at all in the series?
No, he's dead.
Yeah, then Naruto killed him.
Yeah, he killed him with a Rasen Shuriken, dude.
Which you let me.
Sorry.
He did defeat Kakuzu,
Hmm.
but Kakashi, he dealt the killing blow when he was on the ground. Yeah, I read the manga. I'm reading it, so I know the details.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I would just like to point out Naruto assisted with the killing.
Yeah.
Also, he was eager to kill Kakasu.
Yeah.
yeah, he was. I mean, he the guy. Those guys were trying to steal his power, and
Nine Tails.
Yeah.
yeah, to kill him also. I guess they didn't know that he would probably survive
Mm.
the extraction because he's in.
Well, I think most
Most Shurikens don't survive extraction. That's why they all
Yeah, you
die.
don't
Yeah.
because
hell.
I heard it's because of his Uzumaki chakra.
Yeah.
Because apparently it's like it's apparently
It's the only.
it's massive.
Well, yeah, but it's also like reason why Naruto's mother was the Jinchuriki and like the Uzumaki clan make perfect Jinchurikis is because of their chakra and the fact
Yeah.
that they are so powerful in it that they can hold that
Yeah.
power as well, and it becomes more like a reserve
Yeah.
if the Jinchuriki works with them. So it's like you literally they're already a bomb,
Yeah.
and then you put a nuke
In it.
and another nuke inside them,
Yeah.
which makes them even more of a nuke.
And
It's like two A bombs.
At once.
Yeah.
which now there's no excuse, but
I'm gonna be honest.
I could-
with you. Oh, sorry. Continue.
I can understand
Mhm.
why the village was scared of him.
Well, I can understand that, but at the same time,
He just
they
did.
should not have known he was the Jinchuriki.
Jinchuriki, yeah.
No other village would tell them who the Jinchurikis were, except for Gaara's village, because Gaara's dad is a dick.
Well, no, Gaara's dad is also the
ruler.
the ruler of the village.
Yeah,
And-
I know, but he's still a dick because
Yeah.
he put a Jinchuriki inside his own son,
Yeah.
which they were all his kids, but his
Yeah.
youngest son, and then that youngest son killed his mom, which
Not
it was-
not to try. You didn't try to kill.
no,
Gaara.
but it
Yeah.
ended up killing his mom
Yeah.
by accident, mostly by accident.
Yeah, and and he was just well, I see the dad he treated Gaara as a weapon.
Well, he is
Well, he
the
is.
Jinchurikis are technically to villagers. They are weapons.
Yeah,
secret
like
weapons.
they don't see them as people, you know. So
Well, yeah, you are part of the Hidden Leaf, and well, any hidden village. It is up to the hidden village what they
Yeah.
view Jinchurikis. In the Hidden Leaf, most of them look at Naruto more as a human being. The more
Yeah.
they get to know him, and the more like they live with him. Whereas in other villages, they see them more as
Monsters.
trophies and weapons of mass destructions and monsters. And
yeah,
I think
But
the only other village that I know of particularly that we get to see a full background on is
Ah.
Hidden Cloud Village,
Ah.
and they treat them like Naruto. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but he was still himself because apparently his older brother is the leader.
Yeah.
And well, he loves him,
Yeah.
and so he still has help.
Yeah.
Well, I also would point out too, and this is just
He's a rapper, too.
well, this is just he's a horrible rapper.
I love
He
I,
is a
no,
rapper.
I do love Octopops. He's
No.
so funny.
No, no, but anyway, continuing on to Naruto. First off, I'm only gonna say this because Gingerbeard brought up. He's like, Naruto's never killed anyone. Okay, fine. He's killed people unintentionally. You can't tell me that battle with Gaara in the woods, the Toad and Gaara's thing, didn't
Yeah.
step on some random ninja. Like,
Yeah.
ah!
Or the fact.
Also, that sword landed somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, it could have hit. It could have hit. Imagine you're just a ninja running, and then a giant sword just
Gets impales you.
You're doing your exercise, your
yeah.
the runs.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, I'm going to be oh fuck.
Oh no! It cuts him straight in half, and he just lands on the ground. It's like, I think I'm okay. I'm not okay.
Oh god, I'm looking at myself. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, and it's like at least no one got hurt.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you bastard.
I hate you all. Oh god.
Also, like, I will say this: Naruto at times doesn't know his own strength too. So, like, he has hit subordinates with enough force that would kill a normal human being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
he did kill the white like the white zombies, I guess, like those
Yeah, I mean, the Zetsu.
Zetsus. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at names, but yeah, he killed a few Zetsus, but they don't really count as people, I guess.
Technically, doesn't he kill the goddess of chakra herself? Kaguya?
Yeah, but that's a goddess. It's not really.
Well, I mean,
It's
yeah,
still a goddess. It's not
Well-
really a person.
well,
He more like imprisons her, but it still kind of counts.
no, I think he killed. My God, dude, I gotta get. I'm not even up there yet, but I'm rereading it.
Okay.
But so far, like, I'm at the start of the war. I'm not like I gotta read it again. It really helps, what?
See, the one thing about Naruto that sucks is that it has so much filler. Not as much as One Piece does, but it does have a lot of filler arcs where
Like, who cares?
when you're watching the anime, it has a lot of filler arcs that the manga, because the manga was coming out
Yeah.
as the anime was as well. So especially it's rampant in Shippuden.
Oh,
Just like
yeah.
it is just it that you have main story, then
Filler arc.
filler arc, then main story, then filler arc, main story, then filler arc, and the filler arcs get worse and worse and worse as they keep going.
Yeah. I would say a lot of the times, like, he kills people in movies, but, like, some of the movies aren't canon. I only know 2 of them that are canon so far, and that's Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow and
That's not. Wait,
it is canon.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Don't they reference Ninja Class in the Land of Snow a couple times in the anime?
They do.
Well, not the anime, I guess. But in the manga.
They have its own manga. It has its own manga for it.
I'm alright. I don't know.
It would be first off, it's up to the writer of the manga
Yeah.
whether it's canon or not.
Yeah.
If the anime follows the comic or the manga and there's like little references here and there, they're just references. It's not like they're bringing it like
Yeah, full force.
yeah,
Yeah.
full force.
Right, yeah.
So that's how I look at it. I don't know. As like one of the big 3, I don't really like. I like Naruto. I'm not a huge like. I was a huge fan as a kid,
Yeah.
but as I gotten older, I've kind of like I still like it. I still enjoy it. It's just not.
You're not like that, like.
I'm not enamored with it anymore because there are moments where I personally, in my personal opinion, I don't think Sasuke should have been forgiven
Yeah.
by Naruto. That whole thing where he forgives Sasuke and like I don't think as someone what Sasuke did is I think unforgivable.
What? Wait, what?
Come on, you know.
Well,
He didn't really kill anybody.
Well, he
Yeah,
killed,
but it's come on.
he killed the village elder, but
Danzo?
yeah,
Danzo deserved it. I'm saying.
he did. He totally did.
Danzo is the only guy. Okay, Danzo is the only guy in Naruto I will clearly say he deserves everything that happened to him in the end. So
I agree.
So you can't say, well, because he killed Danzo, he's unforgivable.
Yeah, but Sasuke did other things to the Hidden Leaf besides. Like, you can't just say. I'm not talking about Danzo. He did other things as well.
Like, exactly what? Because he never really actively goes against the Hidden Leaf. He goes against all the 5 Kages, but never the Hidden Leaf.
He he left the village to be like
Orochimaru.
who is a well
No
known
enemy of the Hidden Leaf.
yeah so
Also, we don't really, like, during the time skip, you don't know what else he's done for Orochimaru to get his power. So, like, and to be fair, like, he does do things to Naruto that is not friend worthy. Even though Naruto views him as a friend, I would say he's not.
he almost killed him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not not a friend. Yeah, that's not a friend.
And to be fair, he does give up on Sasuke. In the end, technically gives up to him at the end of the arc where Sakura says that he's in love with her, and after all that type where he literally almost kills Sakura, he gives up on him. It isn't until he returns at the battlefield that they really have like a heart-to-heart moment. And
I still don't think he should have forgave him.
Well, I mean, I think he well, it's like according to Naruto, when you fight each other, it's like you read
each other's minds.
Yeah, which I never understood. But I mean, I guess in that
it's
world possible. I guess.
Sasuke is the one to first tell him that when he was fighting at the Hidden Valley, and they were doing that move, and he grabbed his hands, and he says, "I'm gonna do the." He basically was saying, "I'm gonna do the fireball jutsu, borrowing your hands for the hand sign."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Naruto was like, oh my god, I understand.
Yeah.
Wow. But still, I'm here. I'm going to help you. And there's like, fuck off. You know, it's just, Sasuke is like, up yours. Get away from me. And what else? Like, I was going to say something else. Like, oh, well, when they fought, again, well, Naruto, he found out the truth, and I guess I guess
when he finally found out about from Itachi about everything that happened, is where he technically forgives Sasuke at that point, right there and then. And that's during the war arc.
Yeah.
And he literally, Itachi even says, "I leave my brother in your hands."
Which I think Naruto he really respects Itachi.
Yeah,
because I think but to him he's a real Hokage.
Yeah. The other thing I agree. I would say this. So they say Sasuke wasn't punished after the war. When it shows them in recovery, Sasuke's in prison. He's in prison in a jail cell.
Yeah, as he should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It isn't until a glowing recommendation from Naruto that he gets out.
And I think it was Kakashi.
Naruto and Kakashi, they give him a glowing recommendation.
But they also banish him.
Well, no, he banishes himself.
He chose
to leave.
He chose let's walk the earth and
as what actual shinobi does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's not that. It's that I never really liked Sasuke to begin with, so
I never cared. I didn't really care for him either.
Well, the captain, if you remember, way back in the day, back in middle school, every kid,
like Sasuke.
Well, yeah. Well, they want to be like him. And I guess,
I did not.
I wanted to be like Naruto. I liked.
Oh no, I didn't like. I didn't have like Naruto. Yes, I like Naruto. My favorite character, happened during the Chunin exams was Shikamaru.
Oh yeah.
Mine's Neji. That's my favorite character, and he dies.
Oh yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
Chikamaru became my favorite character because just he was underwhelming. He was just underwhelming, and then out of nowhere, like his brain
Yeah, he's
just
super smart.
yeah, and he became a very intelligent person. And I just loved the during the second
Yeah, the finals.
the finals. He does his little meditation and
Yeah.
like his sensei's like, I've only seen that a couple times. He's like he's a genius, like
Yeah.
he's certified.
I
He's
gave
just
him,
not
I
who cares?
gave him an aptitude IQ test.
yeah.
He scored over 200. Over 200? Yeah. Then why did he apply himself his score? He said it was boring.
He doesn't
I
like
love that.
yeah, if it's not challenging,
Yeah.
like some geniuses, if
Yeah.
it's not challenging, it's not worth
Doing.
yeah. It's it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Most geniuses think that way. All right, so I mean, we could talk Naruto for a while.
Oh, yeah.
We can
Wow,
probably
so-
still, yeah.
So,
I-
move on.
yeah, a
Something
little
else.
bit, a little bit.
Yeah.
So one of our main topics is the crow.
Yeah.
So
And to all of you who don't know what we're talking about,
I think if you're a nerd, you know the crow. But if you're not a nerd, this is the crow.
yeah, it was basically this the guy was with his girlfriend. Her girlfriend gets him killed and he
Murder?
gets
No.
killed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Murdered, raped. No, murdered, raped in front of him. The movie, he's thrown out the window while she's murdered and raped. In the
Yeah.
comic book, they're pulled over to the side of the road and fixing a car. He gets shot in the gut, still breathing, and then witnesses in horror as he's watching his fiance,
Yeah.
be raped and then murdered in front of him.
Yeah.
It is a horrific.
Horrific comic book.
I mean, the book makes you question society.
Yeah, sanity and society and all that type of shit.
It makes you question a lot of things. And the way he kills people in the comic book are just like brutal as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which what we're being told with the new movie, which is bringing back the character that Brandon Lee did, which is the same character in the comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or one of the comic books, is that they're trying to make it comic book accurate with what was his name? Bill Skarsgård,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
which was the clown from It. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's a good choice. I will give them that. I saw the pictures of what he looks like.
You don't like it?
If they wanted to make it more like the comic book, Brandon Lee is more comic book accurate because in the comic book, the main character has very long black hair
Yeah.
and pretty much no he looks like a punk from the,
Yeah,
the 80s.
80s, yeah.
You gotta stop doing
Sorry.
it from the 80s.
What about Keanu Reeves? What do you
No.
think?
I don't want
Too
Keanu.
old.
He's too old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too old. The main character is like in his 20s.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Keanu Reeves maybe could have done it back in the day, but
Yeah.
not now.
He could have.
He could have. He can't do it now. Like most of the crows are usually the ones that come back are usually in their early 20s, and the reason why they're coming back is a horrific thing happened to them, either them and their loved one or them personally.
Yeah.
That's the reason why, because the crow in the story, like in the movie, sometimes a soul suffers so much tragedy that the crow will bring him back to life to deal with his
Revenge.
vendetta,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
What-
I thought was cool.
It's if you think about it, it's like poetic justice, you know.
I thought the crow, it reminded me a lot of the Raven.
The rave, yeah.
The Raven from Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, but which one? The actual movie, The Raven, or
I think
The poem.
the poem, like the real story, like Lenore, like.
I didn't get that vibe.
I got that vibe.
Well,
I just didn't. I mean, I guess the bird, I guess you get in comment, but not the actual story itself.
Well, no, it's a fucking poem compared to a comic book. It's different.
Well, yeah.
But you get the reason the vibe I'm talking about is death.
Oh, death and loss of love. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, you lose.
that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the story in general, like the whole story. Like
Oh
the
yeah.
character.
Okay.
I'm talking about the
The main
meaning.
themes. Yeah, I got what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get that also. The vibe.
Yeah, the vibe. But like I understand. I like, hold on. I have to do this because this is just like
It's a lot.
no. It's you haven't. Have you seen what he looks like?
No, I have not yet.
Hold on.
What the new Crow?
Hold on. I'm gonna show you.
The right now the captain's he's looking up.
All right.
Airplane mode.
Yeah. Well, I did that so fucking X would shut up for 5 minutes because they're some the crow images of hold on 20. Let's see. It's 2024, right?
Yes.
That's the
Mhm.
release date.
And okay. Well, we're looking at
Oh, shit. God damn it. I didn't do a great job. Where is it? Where is it?
We'll look up
Hmm.
Bill Skirt. Yeah, I
There
can't
it
pronounce
is.
his name.
That's what he looks like.
Yeah. Look
It's weird.
at his.
He looks
Look at
like
his
the
app.
Joker
Yeah.
from
What's his Squad?
yeah.
Yeah.
I see that, and are those
See,
his
Yeah.
look at his abs.
I mean,
Look
he's actually in really good shape. That's
Yeah.
just not a flattering picture.
Yeah, well,
But I also like to point out, like, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with like tattoos because he's supposed to be like a punk
Yeah.
thing. But like, when they say like, oh, we want to do a comic accurate The Crow movie, it's like, well, that's not comic book accurate.
Accurate.
His hair is not long. Like, he doesn't have I don't know if he scars his face yet, but it doesn't look like because in the comic book,
oh
yeah, they are scarred.
yeah,
Yeah.
he is scarred. I
Okay,
see his
yeah,
scar.
because what happens is in the comic book, the main character scars his face into a smile.
Yeah.
Well, like the Joker.
Well, yeah, no, but it's supposed to evict the mask of tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what was it? It's tragedy and comedy.
Comedy. It's supposed to be the rematch of plays
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
and drama.
Yeah.
Tragedy, comedy, and drama.
Here's my other thing too, is that like I'm fine if you want to use the same character. I'm fine if you want to make the Crow movie. My problem is that they also dedicated the movie to Brandon Lee,
yeah.
which if you like, Brandon Lee has already been dedicated for the first Crow movie.
Yeah.
It was his legacy. It was the accident that killed him. It was his final movie. It's phenomenal. He acted fantastically in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I like that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. If you wanted to separate yourself from that, I wouldn't have dedicated this movie to Brandon Lee. I
Yeah.
mean, it's been a long time. Like this is a different movie. This is a different
Crow.
Crow. It's the same the Crow character. It's a different
Yeah.
actor. I wouldn't have done that because now you set up this expectation that it's gonna never live up to.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everyone's going to look at, well, they're gonna compare Brandon Lee
To Bill Skarsgård.
to Bill Skarsgård in this movie, and his expectations will not land, it won't live up to your expectations.
Yeah. I mean, like at first I thought it was because what to honor Lee, like
But they did other movies besides The Crow. They did The Crow. They did The Crow City of Angels. The Crow.
I never saw those.
The Crow. What was it? It was The Crow. Salvation.
Salvation.
Yep. And then The Crow. Devils and something.
I only saw the
that's the
first
worst
two.
Hell's Angels. I don't know.
You know, I've seen it. I've seen all of them. I've seen all the Crow movies. My favorite is The Crow with Brandon Lee. My second is Salvation. It's about a prisoner who gets wrongly convicted and sentenced to death through an electric chair. And then he's brought back a year later to wrong the people who put him there and the officers who killed and murdered his fiance, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that one I watched too. My bad.
That was, yeah.
It's a different like it's the same. It's kind of like the Joker.
Well, it's the same power. It's just a different incarnation.
A different, yeah. A different a host.
Yeah, a different host. Like
person.
my other favorite, the Crow City of Angels, which brings back the little girl character, except she's an adult.
Yeah, now.
Yeah,
She's
years
a
later.
tattoo artist, which was like,
Yeah.
she's pretty cool. I mean, it's not like the acting's aren't like the acting like they're not great, but it's like
It's
it's
not
still
bad.
yeah, it's still a fun movie.
Yeah,
Like they're fun
yeah.
movies.
It kills an hour and a half.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they're fun movies. The only one that was horrible was the fourth
Yeah.
one. The fourth one, which
Yeah.
I only saw a little bit of it and I turned it off. 'Cause I
It
couldn't.
really had been. Huh?
Oh, dude, it was written by a guy who didn't even fucking know what the Crow meant.
I
Or
hate
was
that.
a fan of the comic book, or had any idea what the comic was about.
Like it's like he looked at the cover. It's like, okay, I got this. And then-
Yeah, you don't understand what's going on. You have no idea what's going on.
I'm like, well, didn't you read the story?
Okay, well, and then I think it's been, for me, I haven't seen Brandon Lee's Crow in 4 years.
2.
Well, I haven't. Let's see, in 4 years.
Yeah, it's been 4 years for me too. But
It's before COVID, I think.
yeah, but I still liked it. I really did. It was he's a great actor, and I do agree with one of my favorite YouTubers, Drum Dum. He said that like Brandon Lee, if he had survived or didn't get shot, probably would have had multiple roles. He probably could have been Keanu Reeves. In The Matrix.
That movie would have made his career.
Yeah,
Done,
yeah.
said, done.
Yeah, he probably would have been in The Matrix instead of Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. You know what? You're right.
Yes.
I guess like before Keanu, he was the like
The big one. Yeah, he was going to be the
the
next
goat-
action star
Mhm.
because of his father.
Yeah.
You know, his father trained him in martial arts too. I mean, he was a martial artist too.
Mm-hmm.
right. Yeah.
Your dad's Bruce fucking Lee.
Yeah.
You better be a martial artist.
I also like to point out the tragedy of it too is that Brandon Lee died about 3 months before his wedding to his fiance,
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
which was like it was an eerie like
Yeah.
coincidence. I also like, how do you feel if you're the guy who had the gun in your hands and you didn't know that there was that little problem with the prop and you shot Brandon Lee? Like how like that must feel horrible.
Was it on? Okay. Was it all blanks, or was there an actual bullet?
Well, what happened is that they fired blanks, and what happened is the prop guy didn't unload the chamber. There was still a blank in the chamber because what happens is that it doesn't unload. You have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
So when they did another take, the gun guy didn't unload the chamber to release the pressure, so a blank won't go.
Yeah.
So what happened is that they ran the scene like normal, and the actor that fires the gun, who's the same actor in all the scenes, when he fired, it fired the blank like it's supposed to, but it shot the projectile that was still in the chamber and into his chest.
Ow.
So you're basically firing a bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still hurts a lot.
It's a
It's a
projectile.
faster than the speed of sound, dude.
Well, yeah, it's a projectile.
Yeah.
It's basically a bullet, and basically he died on the operating table because it was like right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got I mean, I've seen the video. Like if you watch the documentary behind the scenes, like they filmed it, and he did get like he launched back,
Just,
which sucks because like it sucks for the actor because you're the one who fired the fatal blow.
Yeah, I mean,
But it also sucks for that prop. I hope that prop guy got fired too.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like the fact that you let that happen
yeah,
on set was just
retarded.
yeah.
so, in a way, he killed him. You know?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it happened. I also like to point out too, like when people say, "Well, the movie set was cursed," like it was cursed from day one. It was cursed from day one. It's like, it wasn't cursed from day one. It just what happened is that it was an accident. It was a tragedy.
Yeah.
That's all you can say.
Yeah.
It's horrible, like I feel for like anyone who was there who like I understand why the director is going after this movie because like he's like he's a pretty interesting director, although he did direct one of the worst movies, Egyptian Gods. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
Gods of Egypt.
Oh, that movie?
Yeah, that's the director of The Crow.
Wow.
The one where
first-
Set versus Horus?
Yeah.
Uh,
So I mean,
I knew the editing style seemed some familiar.
yeah, he's not like he was talented.
Yeah, no.
And then he got something shoved up his ass, which made him think he was an artist, from God, and then made that movie.
I guess.
Well, that's what happens to like all like it gets their fame gets to their head. And they think that they're like
Jesus or something.
yeah, like James Cameron. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say it. James Cameron, like before Terminator, was a dick. Like
Yeah.
they said that he was a dick,
Mhm.
but he was a pretty good director that was good, had good head on him. And then, like I don't know, after Avatar, he's kind of become like his head's kind of high up there because he's released a couple Terminator movies that suck.
Yeah.
And then the last Avatar movie, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous.
Still crappy.
That's all. That's all. That's all it was to me. Like,
Oh yeah, it was beautiful.
2.5 hours of pure nonsense.
Like it's just like swimming. That's all it was
I like to point
to
out
me.
when I watched it with my dad, we were in the IMAX theater, so I mean we had like the best like IMAX, the big.
Yeah, me and
Yeah,
Rachel
yeah,
were like
for-
in the middle seats, so we had pretty good seats.
Well, no,
too.
but me and my dad were, in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. We saw the episode 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Fort Lauderdale, that huge ass IMAX theater,
Yeah.
like sitting and all that. We saw that movie there, and I would say it's gorgeous, beautiful.
Yeah.
There were some scenes that looked like shit. Still, I mean, there were some.
Yeah.
But to me, it felt like a copy and paste of the first movie
In the
with
ocean.
the same,
Yeah.
with the same messages of like colonization and being a colonist
Colonizer.
and all that, and like,
Well, I see. In this movie, it's about um more about whaling. You know.
I know, but it's still like it's got
Yeah.
that same fucking like thing where you're like, okay, I appreciate that you want to have a conversation about whaling and a conversation about colonization and all like this stuff. I appreciate that. All right. It's very hard to relate to a giant fucking blue alien
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and your human race is painted as the bad guys.
and well, the one human you actually care about, Spider.
Yeah.
He is, it's like they forgot about him. Like they treat him like a I'm sorry, like
Well, his wife did, not
Yeah.
Sully. Don't get me wrong. I like the actor who plays Sully. I like the actor who plays the girl, the
Terry?
wife. Yeah,
Yeah.
Terry. I don't mind them, but I'm gonna say this now: when you watch the first Avatar, even on 2D, it's not like you have to see it in 3D for it to
Yeah.
even be visually stunning. Like,
well, you gotta ask yourself, would you watch it again? I wouldn't.
I have not watched the original Avatar since I watched it a long time ago.
Yeah,
I've watched it twice.
I watched
recently.
it.
I didn't think I need to.
Well, recently I watched it. I rewatched it before I watched the second one because I was like, I kind of need to get a refresher because I only seen it once.
It's been like over a decade.
Yeah,
I can still tell you the basic plot if the first one don't even need to tell you what happened.
Oh yeah. Congratulations, but who gives a fuck that what your brain retains, Mr. Weed Addict?
Oh, fuck you.
Just saying,
Yeah.
dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've watched a lot of good shit besides Avatar, the
Oh,
first movie.
shit.
The first movie. I always like to point out in the first movie, when my mom and my dad and me watched on our 3D TV that my dad bought because he wanted to show me this movie because he saw it first. And we watched it, and I said, it's a beautiful spectacle. It's awesome. It's great. Probably would have been a lot better on an IMAX. Just saying, because it kind of sucked on our TV. Just put it out there. I also said this. For most of the movie, I was bored out of my fucking mind because they're trying so hard to you relate to these cat people. I call them cat people.
Yeah.
Mad TV did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're trying to relate to them, and you're just kind of like, I relate to Sully, but that's it.
Yeah. I sat there throughout the half the movie, and it was like, so you still want to share your land, do you?
But I mean, they weren't trying to share their land. They're trying to steal the big tree.
Well, yeah, apparently because
There's a metal ore underneath the big tree that I don't understand because it seems like they have pretty good mining areas already, but you have to go to their tree.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I guess is Cameron's reaction of like
I mean,
I guess
yeah,
like capitalism, I guess.
And fracking.
well, no, it's colonizing.
Yeah.
There's a difference. It's like colonizing, fracking. It's like such a weird, it's just like, because there's like so many things that he's trying to convey on the thing, which I get it. I understand. I appreciate it. But at the same time, it's like, it's very hard because why would I relate to a giant alien?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm relating to the humans. I'm not really relating to like the only human I relate to is Sully. Like I said, I relate to Sully
Yeah.
and Spinori Weaver's
yeah.
her character. I relate to them more.
Yeah.
I really what to all the good humans, which are not a lot, which I realize.
No, in those movies, no,
It's
not.
No.
it's like a small team of like
Oh, very small team.
Yeah.
very small. There's like how many are in the team? Like one.
Well, you had the beautiful
Michelle. Rodriguez.
Michelle. Yeah, you had her, the beautiful Hispanic lady.
Yeah.
Oh
Dr.
my God,
Pilot.
she's so.
It's like is gorgeous.
You kill her off. Why?
I don't know why they killed her off. I hated that moment.
Me
It's
too.
like it was so crap.
Yeah.
Such crap. I also like to point out is that like when they're like, oh, humans are gonna like they have like robots and like they can't breathe on this planet. I'm like, I kind of sat there and was like, if you can't breathe on the planet, why the fuck are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, why?
and they don't explain.
I understand they're there for the mind, but why are you like if you can't breathe there, then just have the robots.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
No.
Or what? Okay. Earth is, I guess.
Earth is like several light years in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Which apparently, from what we're told,
Earth is dying.
no, it's not that. It's not just that.
Mm.
That from what we're told, it cost them $1 billion, like probably more than that. I think it was like trillions of
I
dollars.
think it's higher every year.
Well, yeah, to send the whole team to that planet, Panama,
Yeah.
or Pandora.
Panama.
Sorry,
Planet's Panama.
Sorry, I had Van Halen in my head for a second.
Pandora. Shit, I'm sorry.
They should have done that.
They
They
should've.
should have redid Panama and
Yeah.
Pandora from
Yeah.
Van Halen.
Pandora.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, they should have done that.
Yeah.
They're not. No, don't steal that idea.
Don't steal it.
Alright, let's do it.
Copyright and trademark by Cannonball
The
Podcast.
podcast.
Engage.
No,
Anyway.
no, but like it. I don't remember, but it sends them there, and then they have to collect the ore,
Yeah.
and then ship it back in order to pay for the whole trip there.
So what's the?
So why are we spending all that money to send you there? When we could why didn't we just send the fucking robots?
Yeah.
Which would have cost less.
And remote control the robots to get the ore.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you have to rely on like AI or something.
Well, no, they can remote control them
Yeah.
from the ship. So it's like, it doesn't really matter if they did. And then I would have been like, well, then they would have been attacked by the Pandorians. It's like, well, that's why you put self-defense shit on your robots.
Robot, you idiot.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like they're gonna fight. Like, sure, they destroy a couple of robots. Big fucking deal. It took you, what? It's gonna take you a while to replace them anyway, so it's
Yeah.
like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, then how are they gonna get off the ship? But the fucking robots can load it onto the ship.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we talking about?
It's
That's how I would say to people. Like, the people would argue about that. It's like
it's called a plot hole.
it's called a fucking plot hole, but it's
Yeah.
also it costs you more money to send the humans there because we all know they're getting paid life insurance
Obviously.
and all this salary. Like, why? Like, why would I pay you if I could pay a robot to do the same job?
Why would you pay a robot?
Wait,
Oh,
how did you pay a
Well, no, we'll pay for the robot to go there.
Yeah, true.
And pay this guy to just remote control it from home.
I just imagine. You just imagine that was their actual plan. They're like, "Hey, Frank, how's it doing?" They're at the office.
Yep.
Fucking Pandora, man.
Yeah. Die. Scoreboard. Scoreboard.
I'm just gonna be honest.
No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest.
Let go.
I'm just gonna be honest too. I like the Colonel. Okay, I know you're not supposed to, but the Colonel or the General, was it the Colonel or the General?
I think it's a Colonel.
This is
Colonel.
Colonel.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought the Colonel was cool. I thought he and Sully had a good, they had a good plan, and
Yeah.
he didn't say no. He never objected to Sully, fraternizing with the Pandoran and
Yeah.
going there.
He's following orders.
Yeah, he just following orders. He never questioned it. He just basically said, "We want the ore under the tree."
Get them to agree so we can get the ore under the tree.
That's all. That's all I wanted.
Or get them to evacuate. You know, like,
Yeah, well, it's like, and then like someone's gonna say, but he was also a horrible, horrible man. I'm not saying he wasn't.
I'm gonna say this now.
He's doing his job.
He's
Yeah.
doing a job.
Yeah.
He's being paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're in the army like he is, you don't.
Well,
get to
Marine.
the Marines. When you're in the Marines, you don't get to decide whether that job is morally right or wrong.
And then they're gonna say, well, he wasn't being paid by the U.S. government. He's being paid by the corporation. No matter. It's still a job.
he's still in the end.
Following
Yeah.
orders.
Still
Yeah.
following orders.
Second of all,
He's
he
also
tried-
still a part of the military hierarchy
Yeah.
because the military is not. They're working hand in hand with the company.
Yeah.
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 The corporation.
Yeah.
Second thing is, I'll give this. He tried to handle things diplomatically with the Pandorians,
It backfired.
and the backfired because the Pandorians don't want to listen.
Well, they're also like, I understand, and they're
Yeah.
gonna say, well, it's like the Native Americans in the United States. It's like, I understand that. I get it. I have Native American heritage. I do have it.
I don't.
Well, yeah. Well, you might. You never know.
I don't know, but like,
Well, you never know.
But so far-
Most Americans don't have a lot of Native American in them anyway. Anyway, because like it's just, but some do. Like me and One Eye do.
Yeah.
But I would also point out like I'm not considered Native American because my father's the last in the line. I'm not. But I still have the heritage in it. I'm still technically part of the family tree. Just I'm too far off to even they would consider it.
Yeah.
oh my god, I just had an image of all of the cat people, Pandorans, and like a few hundred years and in the future, and like.
I also like to have an idea. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm still going. But
yeah, go.
You see, so in the future, for the future, what they're wearing human style the clothing and like they're watching the TV and stuff like
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
because it's like you said, it's like
Well, that would be thousands of years. in
There's
the
also
future.
trying to insult and say that probably trying to say the Native Americans were ordering human clothing back in the day.
I'm not.
No, that's not what he was saying.
Okay, my bad.
I don't know what you thought.
Resembles like
Yeah.
Us. That's he meant.
Oh, we're modern society. No, I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
I get what you're saying. Okay. Yeah.
oh my god.
See, my thing
Is
is,
that being racist?
no, God, no, no, we're not having that conversation.
Yes.
No, but I would like to point out, like, my only question is, okay, so I know they're aliens, okay, I get it, they're Pandorans. What? Why would they have bow and arrows?
Good question.
You know, like, why would their weapons resemble weapons from Earth? You know, bow and arrows and things like that.
Spears and stuff.
Like, I get the gun. Like, spears I could get, too. Spears I get. But the bow and arrow thing always kind of was like a surprise. I guess you could say because it's, you know, that's how they hunt. So, I mean, obviously, that would make sense. I just, like, the bow and arrows just look so much like Earth bow and arrows that you just kind of were like, it'd be kind of cool if they were a little different.
Yeah.
Like, a little more alien-ish.
Well, I mean,
like more technologically advanced.
It's supposed to be primitive, you know, like.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just.
Like how the cavemen.
Maybe bone. Maybe like instead of like a tree, like bones are more flexible there, so they can they use them more.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or like a ivory tusks.
Yeah.
Do they have elephants here?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they have a thing that would resemble ivory. Not that was.
Or elephants.
Also, they use that rock more for spearheads than they do what we would use it for as technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which they never explain what the rocks actually do. They're just like, well, they're a mining ore. Okay, what do they do? Like, why do we care? Is because I thought it would make sense if it's silver. You know, it's like a silver ore that they found. That's why they want it so badly that it's silver. But like when it's like it's a metal ore that we need for our planet. I'm just sitting there being like, but what does it do?
Yeah. What does it like? Does it like? Is it like?
Is it fuel for the rockets? Is that what we're talking about? Is this so?
Is it like the metal and like Black Panther?
Well, yeah, no, but kind of.
It could be. I mean,
well, no, but like, is it like fuel for the rockets? Okay, and if it's fuel for the rockets, then how the hell did you get there in the first place? You know?
Yeah. How?
Or is it what the rockets are made of? But again, how the hell did you get there in the first place?
That's what they need the rock to help Earth, but I don't know either.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's because James Cameron writes these stories with plot holes in them, and he doesn't explain why it's like it's just they want this metal ore. Okay, why is it there? A good writer has another person that he's bouncing the ideas off of.
Yeah.
And that guy's just sitting there being like, okay, but why is this stupid ore important?
Yeah, then
he's like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's like
it does matter.
It does matter to your audience because they're gonna be like, well, why the fuck do we care about this stupid ore? It's like you're designing something to have a conflict. This is what it is, and it's like you're not giving us a valid reason why we should give a shit.
It's a little lazy.
Well, it's also considered a MacGuffin sometimes. So, like, a MacGuffin would be like, the way I took it in film class when I heard this, but it's basically so like the Sorcerer's Stone. We're not supposed to care about the Sorcerer's Stone. We're supposed to care but Harry cares about the Sorcerer's Stone, so therefore we're supposed to care about the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah, but the Sorcerer's Stone still has the thing where it is the elixir of life, and it can bring someone back from the dead.
Yeah.
Or keep someone alive.
Yeah.
It has that backstory. Here, you have a metal ore that we don't know what it's used for.
That's what I'm saying.
We just know it's important.
The ore is a MacGuffin, but it's a horrible MacGuffin.
Well, but you see what I'm saying?
I do. I get it.
The Sorcerer's Stone has a backstory.
Yeah, I see. That'd be smart.
Yeah.
Avatar is like, it's just.
Well, our audience is too
nice.
our audience is too stupid to get it anyway. So,
which I hate that.
Well, that's his viewpoint of the audience. No offense.
James Cameron hates humanity. Period.
Well, yeah, he always hated humanity.
That's why
Hence why he thinks Terminators are supposed to rule the Earth.
he's
Traitor.
I was going to say, well, I guess a traitor to the species, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, humanity technically does win in the first 2 Terminator movies. It's just fucking the last one, which wasn't even directed by James Cameron, that sent us into the Dark Ages.
You mean
The last 2.
oh well,
Salvation and the third one. I'm not talking about Genesis and the fucking
Dark
Fate. Which he
Yeah.
fucking ruined John Connor, so it doesn't...
Yeah.
ruined him.
He's dead.
Well, you killed him. Like what?
Yeah, he also ruined him too.
And
And he ruined him in Genesis for sure because he's dead and also bad.
Yeah.
so I don't like how.
JC, how could you?
What?
Why? You're our Lord, our Savior.
No, but like, I'm not like, God, we got into a Pandora discussion, but we were just comparing things. Just comparing movies.
I forgot how it happened. Yeah.
I don't even know. I'm gonna listen back to it and be like, oh, cool, that's how it happened. Okay.
I'll be outside at work one of these days. Oh, that's how that shit happened. Okay.
Cool. You're gonna be like, okay, that's how it happened. It's a little weak, but all right.
Yeah.
You wanna?
All right, let's go back to the Crow.
What do you want to move on?
Well, I'm just gonna do this for me. The Crow movie. I'll say this as my rating, because I still want to rate the movie, even though
The original one.
yeah, the original. I'm going 8.5.
9.
7.5.
I'm gonna we might at one of these days for the podcast we might rewatch it to give you a full in-depth analysis, and maybe our scores will change for the
Yeah.
Crow. But right now ours is an 8, 7.5, and
9. Yeah.
those are pretty good scores.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Avatar is a 0, a -1, and -4.
How'd you know?
And James Cameron doesn't have any good ideas.
I think he comes with all this stuff on the shitter. I think that's where all his ideas go.
No, I think he smoked too much.
Weed.
I was gonna say crack, but
But that works. That correct makes more sense.
yeah, I don't think
The concepts.
they're
he
cool.
has- You have. They're cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're great.
Execution wise, they suck.
You did it wrong.
I also like to
That was
point,
really-
I also like to point out the fact that the fucking Pandoran natives thought that shooting the tire was gonna pop the tire
Yeah.
when it just
Like, sorry.
no. Remember the scene? It's burned in my head where Sully is riding his wheelchair and the car is coming, or the giant excavator. Well, not excavator. It's like the mover that carries all the stones is driving, and there's like fucking arrows in the tire. It's a space tire. I'm like, imagine the natives thinking that that's gonna pop the tires.
I'm
It's just
also-
fucking space tires. Just like, I'm just gonna keep on trucking.
I'm also
The arrows just
the
go
one
in.
thing I don't get. Okay, I know they upload their consciousness. What?
Oh, sorry. One piece.
Oh,
They upload their consciousness into the avatar bodies.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say this: are those actual avatars that they killed and then?
No. Well, they.
no, they're
They
clone. They're human, Pandorian hybrids that they've cloned from the human
And
body, or the human person who's going to be driving.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
Okay.
how the fuck did we get from Avatar 1 to Avatar 2 and them having fucking kids?
Oh no, they cloned them and put their consciousness into the
his
Avatar
bodies.
into
body.
the bodies of
Yeah.
the avatars, so that they're alive again.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was.
Yeah. Well, they don't have.
I get it. I get it. I get it. The fact that they had a contingency plan for that was actually kind of stupid.
Yeah.
That the corporal, like the army had a contingency plan where it's like, if you're seeing this, you've died.
Yeah, you
We
brought
created this body for you so that I can live again. And I'm just sitting there and being like, would the army be really this smart to have a contingency plan where they're
Well, they're 1,000 years advanced.
no, maybe they are that smart, but I'm just thinking like, that's a little Also, it took them like 15 to maybe 14 years to get back to Pandora when
Yeah.
Sully had like 4 kids.
Yeah.
One adopted. One that was a Jesus allegory where it was birthed by the planet itself. Sigourney Weaver's character,
Oh yeah.
which is a Jesus allegory for that.
I think
Also, we can't forget about the kid, the son of the corporal or the colonel.
Oh yeah, so yeah,
The spider.
Yeah.
he's like I don't know, he's like I guess he's like Moses in a way. No.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
Moses.
he definitely is Moses, dude.
Oh, over good, you Bible. That makes more sense. James Cameron coming up with the idea for the second movie, which there's going to be another movie next year because they filmed the second one, the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one back to back to back. Now,
It took him
it took them
Like how
forever
long?
to get the $1 billion to do everything. So, like it's like I think what James Cameron did it. He looked at the Bible and
Yeah.
stole
Yeah.
stories.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Moses.
Let's see this. Okay, so we'll just do. Okay, so we're gonna have a Jesus allegory character, female who was birthed by the planet. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay.
Moses allegory character.
Yeah, that was.
The big bad guy's son.
Yeah, the big bad guy. He just keeps writing. He's like, get the crack. Get the crack.
I
Like the fucking.
He's like, you want, I love you. Get the crack.
God damn it. God damn it. Well, all right then. Well, you made your point. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? I'll start.
Simon, we think you're on crack. Okay, there you go. We said it.
No. We don't think he's on crack, but we do think he doesn't have good ideas
Yes.
anymore.
Okay.
No, I think he's
That's like that thing. It's like he has good ideas,
Yeah.
he just has poor execution of the ideas. Basically, what it
I'm
is.
sorry if I was the guy being interviewed by James Cameron asking me for $1 billion. I'm like, I've seen your last movie. You have too many plot holes. Sorry. No.
Well, they don't care about the plows. They only care about like the imagery and all that. And, like,
Yeah.
You've never seen water and all that. It's like, oh my god, they did it.
They've never seen water. I'm just, you know
They've
what I
never
did?
seen-
If I was,
they've
someone
never
said that to
seen-
me. He said,
Yeah,
you've never
they've-
seen water.
they've never
Just pull out a water bottle. Oh my
I'm gonna be
god.
honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. There are times when I watch that movie where I was like, I feel like I'm underwater. I do feel like it.
Yeah.
My brain's telling me to take the damn glasses off. Because I would say it's a beautiful image. It's a beautiful shot because you do feel like you're literally like, you look around and you're like, oh my god, like we're literally underwater.
So I had that feeling regular 2D in the IMAX.
Yeah.
I would hate would it be like so the captain you're lucky but then you're still you're able to see like a little bit but if you couldn't see at all but then obviously
I wouldn't go to a fucking movie.
yeah you probably
Watching many blind people still go to movies.
what's the point how
They have people interpret it. And fun fact, one of the funniest moments in Family Guy was that scene where he's like, they're going to find some witch or something. It's over. Everyone was pissed. It took me a while after watching it. Like, oh my god, it's hard to blur with from.
even the best eye dog ever because
No one's pissed. They were scared, probably.
All right, so let's get going to our next topic.
yeah I
which
think
is our next topic. Hold on, let's you wanna start it?
It's time.
It's time for the special thing where we're going to film
Video
recorded. Hopefully the mic picks us up over there.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. I mean,
Maybe they will just talk loud enough, and like we'll just have to edit.
okay. No, it's not good. Hey, I'm eating a drink. I'm thirsty as all hell.
Okay, on the count. Wait. Wait. Don't start yet.
Sorry.
Want to move it up a little bit? Sure, maybe.
No. Leave it like that because it's the only way to get us all in the shot.
Okay.
It's the only way to do that. Get your stuff. All right.
Can you give me a fruit punch?
Fruit punch.
Minute
Maid. 2, please, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
2.
Well, 2. Good.
Yep.
Hey.
Because I'll have this stuff.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Come on. Close the door.
Go the door.
All right, on the count of 3.
Okay.
You're in.
Almost. Oh God.
Squeeze.
Oh my
You shouldn't
God.
have those cookies.
You fat fuck.
It's delicious. I can't help it.
You fat gay fuck.
Hey, well, I'm straight. Okay.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So this is for the YouTube audience. Hello. You good?
Yeah, get that out of the way.
Couldn't see him.
Yeah.
All right, this is for the YouTube audience. We're going to do an Avatar: The Last Airbender review.
Yeah.
Show,
A light action.
and maybe the anime show as well, and other things as well, because we're going to talk a lot about it. So the first thing that we're going to talk about.
Where do you get the stuff?
Gas stations, Walmart.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yep. Sorry. You were saying-
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, so we're going to talk about the Avatar: The Last Airbender
Yeah.
show. Gingerbeard just watched the first 3 episodes.
Which I like, actually.
Yeah, they were pretty
Yeah.
good. They were good. Me and One Eye have watched the whole series. You don't have to look at the camera, dude.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm taking it for the time thing.
oh yeah, sure.
Remember, I'm only doing half.
So right, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So we watched both. You and I watched all 8 episodes of the Netflix series. We both agree that this is 100 times better than the live action movie.
Oh, for sure.
But
Oh, yeah.
there's it's not even close.
Yeah.
It's not.
Compared to
Compared to the live action movie, which made you want to like punch a screen.
Oh, indeed.
or and Night Shyamalan. I want to punch him.
I still do too.
Yeah.
The hell?
Wasn't me.
No, it's all right. No, so I what you should do is your scores for the first 8 for you and me for the 8 episodes, him for the first 3.
Okay.
So your first 3 your first you're gonna be first. 1, 2, and 3. What are your scores?
Goodbye.
No. What are your
Each
scores
episode,
for
what's
each
your
episode?
score?
You episode?
Yeah.
So for number 1,
Let's see. I guess
Ron, you might want to speak up just in case because
Yeah.
I guess 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, because I like the changes
Mm,
a little bit,
Mhm.
like how they make it like like more compressed it, which I like. You know, it's
we're gonna be honest with you. I like that too. My score is also 7, not 7.5, but 7.
yeah.
I like the episode. I will say this: the fact that they kept fucking repeating over and
The
over.
lines of the
No, not the lines. They kept repeating the situation. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Only the Avatar.
Like, it's like, did you think the audience is stupid? We just watched them destroy the entire air nomads. Okay, we get it. They attacked you.
Okay.
Everything
I
changed.
gave
Yeah.
the first episode a 7 as well.
Yeah.
But I would say this now. I was sitting here a couple of days, the day that it came out, watching that scene, and I literally said, on the 13th, I grew up on Friday mornings listening to the opening with the same exact intro. I
Over and
don't
over
need to hear it a third time in advance. I know
Well,
the
yeah, because
opening
they're
by
trying
heart.
but they're trying to explain to Aang what happened. It's like, okay, I get it. He wasn't here 100 years. He doesn't know that the Fire Nation attacked and all that stuff. I get that.
All you had to say
I
is-
get that.
yeah.
All you had to say was 100 years ago, the Fire Nation attacked the air nomads and wiped them out. She did the grandma did the whole thing.
And
When we just saw it, not
Yeah.
even 5 minutes
and
ago.
you
No,
could've- yeah.
not even 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
They did the same opening.
You could have just said, and you weren't there to protect it, not
Yeah.
the Avatar.
Yeah.
Only you will save the world, and
Only
were
you
there.
can prevent forest fires.
This This has been a public service announcement.
Smokey the Bear.
But go slow,
Alright.
or a clear face off. Have a good day.
Alright, well, I'll say this.
Besides
Besides that, the opening episode had some of the best action. I think, right away, earthbending looked cool.
Oh, yeah.
Firebending was improved. Airbending, a little bit out of there because they're trying to show you what the air is doing and how they're controlling it.
Yeah.
So at times it looked a little wonky, or the CGI just it didn't get it right. But that doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter because it didn't take away from the episode because you still saw enough to like understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. In the beginning of the episode, with all the kids and stuff, like
Yeah.
trying to save them.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, Star Wars moments.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be Star Wars
Those
moment with the
moments,
younglings.
Young
They ended up becoming the Star Wars moment with the
Yeah.
younglings.
Yeah.
They get burned like Gigazzo.
I still gotta say that was a badass one. On a normal day,
You
who
might
would
have
won?
beat us,
Yeah,
but we
They
have the power of the comet.
No.
Yeah, no, you got burned
Yeah.
like a motherfucker. But you know, if you're Gyatso, you would realize that, like, you do realize air combusts fire, so
Right.
you're just feeding
Feeding the
it.
fire. Yeah.
You're like the worst enemy that you
Yeah.
have.
What he should have done is, since you have control over all of the air, is you can deoxygenize the air, taking
Yeah.
away the power.
Yeah, but
of
that,
the
You could.
you're going like way too like.
Well,
They're not. You're in the heat of the moment. You're in the heat of the
Yeah.
fight. You're not thinking
They're
about
past
that.
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Yeah, they're not thinking of how to kill someone. Like,
No,
Like-
I meant no. What I'm saying
well, no, but like the only time we've seen an Airbender kill someone
What's
is
in here?
in the Legends
The
of Korra
Korra,
series,
the
where
Korra
he
series.
literally sucks the air out of you.
no. I meant, and I'm not talking about that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
talking
I'm
about fire needs oxygen to,
yes, but that he's blowing air to defend himself.
Yeah.
Which would have on a normal day depressed the oxygen
Yeah.
or the fire, but because the firebenders are supercharged,
Yeah, because
it
it's
basically just charged that flame to
Yeah.
where it burned his entire body.
true.
yeah.
That's what happened. All right, moving on. So we had episode 1.
Episode 2.
Episode 2, your
Which-
ratings.
Which was Kyoshi?
Warriors.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
the
What,
Kyoshi
Kyoshi?
Warriors.
7.5.
9.
Okay.
I really liked it.
8.
Well, actually, you know what? 8, because
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I really did.
I do
Good episode. But
I do remember how what the romance
Yeah.
was handled, which I liked.
I liked that. No, I liked it. And the reason, the other thing I liked too, with Sokka, I was worried about this episode. This is the episode I was worried about. But when I watched it, I was like, okay, all right, that's good. They didn't do what I thought they were gonna do, which was like humiliate him for no reason,
Yeah.
because he's not really a humanizer in this series.
a humanizer.
Well, a womanizer.
Yeah.
Sorry, a womanizer.
Yeah.
All right, a womanizer.
Yeah.
He's not really a womanizer in this series, but like, it's clear that they took it like, okay, she doesn't know how to talk to guys either, so like she's doing something that she
Yeah.
thinks a guy would like, and like it just looks weird. And then, like when she walks in on him bathing, and she sees
He just does the girl thing. Like,
the muscles like
oh,
yeah.
I actually thought he was naked because that's the thing.
That's what I thought.
She like
They
doubled.
filmed- Yeah, the way they filmed
He looked-
it.
he looked
Down.
It was like
Oh, thank God I'm wearing pants.
Yeah.
Thank God, we're pants. You would have seen something you liked.
Yeah, but I liked how he's interested in learning her culture, and she's not like mean about it. She like literally teaches him
Yeah.
like the Kyoshi way, the
Yeah.
fighting style.
She's open-minded.
She's open-minded. She's very open-minded in this show, in this series. As to, I think she was open-minded in the other show too. She just wasn't like happy that he was a womanizer in that
Yeah.
show.
Well, wait, see, back with the cartoon.
He got humbled
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
When she was like, you're so, like,
Yeah.
yeah, when she was like, I hate you, you're so sexist,
Yeah, but he was sexist in the show too.
He was,
Yeah.
he was, but in this one, what she is, little more stoic, a little well, not
Well,
stoic.
she took offense in the one scene where he says, "Well, you're a warrior, I'm a warrior," and she's like, "I'm a Kyoshi
Yoshi
warrior."
warrior. And I just said, key word here is warrior.
You're
still a
still
warrior.
technically
You're
a warrior. You're just not like
A
blue
regular warrior.
You're a Kyoshi warrior.
Warrior, yeah.
Okay, I get it. I was a little bit offended, but she wasn't completely
Yeah,
offended
offended,
enough
yeah.
to like not like him.
Yeah.
And there was chemistry there. I liked their chemistry. They were a convincing couple.
Yeah.
I like Katara. You know what? Another thing I was gonna say. I'm gonna go back to the first episode for a second because I gotta talk about the different actors
Go
a little
ahead.
bit.
Go ahead.
The reason why I was so high, I liked the first episode. Zook, my favorite actors or my favorite characters in this series, which John I think is starting to do it. He's starting to fall for it, or love them too. Zuko, Iroh, Sokka.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are my favorite characters.
Mine
so far.
are
Top 3.
Top three.
Top 4.
Top 3. Only 3.
Okay, then
We'll do
only
three,
3.
Yeah.
Only 3.
Okay. Zuko, Iroh, Ozai.
Okay.
Really?
What?
Really?
What?
Just all firebenders.
Wow.
For my loyalty.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, my turn.
Go
So
for
far, let's see. Sokka, because he's
He's different in this show. It's
I do. I like
there's
that.
something about it where it's like he's not the comedian that he was in the original show,
Yeah.
which I still like.
Yeah.
But he's more leader, kind of doubts himself at times.
he's more of
He's more a whole
Yeah.
character rather than just
Yeah.
the comedian
well, yeah, he's not just the comic relief. He's just
anymore.
yeah, he's like well, he's more relatable, you know, like
Well, yeah, but he's the relatable one where you're like, because you're technically non-bender, so he would be the one that you would relate to the most.
Yeah.
yeah.
Zuko and Iroh are my favorites. Ozai would be my 4th. I like Ozai. But he hasn't seen a lot of Ozai, so he doesn't need that. Your
Yeah.
other top 2? Your top 3? Sokka and...
Well,
your second
Sokka-
one? Yeah.
Let's see. I guess Katara.
All right.
Yeah, because she is not as well compared to her cartoons.
I still like the
So-
cartoon one, so...
Well, she isn't as well. Actually, I guess she's like less stubborn, or less like actually there's not really a difference.
There's not a difference, so they're about the same.
Yeah. So
I mean, you like Katara in the episode. You like Katara in the series, too. It's that different. All right, your 3rd?
I guess what's it go?
Yeah, Zuko.
Yeah, because he's just a great character.
It's just
Mhm.
good for not the actor just has moments where he
Fire.
sounds a little bit like Zuko too
Yeah.
from the show. And there are like moments where you're kind of like Zuko. That's not how you talk to Spartans. Iroh's trying to teach
Yeah.
you these moments.
Yeah.
He's like, I just love the burn Iroh gives him, where it's like, apparently we've been at sea for a long time. Some of us have forgotten our manners.
Yes.
This is like he like kind of looks at him. He's like,
Zuko.
like no, he doesn't say. He just
I know.
Manners.
It's like, but I just like that's pretty cool. But he's also distrusting of Zhao
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I would say episode 2, which we meet Commander Zhao along with the Kyoshi warriors.
And
and-
Lakyoshi herself.
And Avatar Kyoshi,
Kyoshi,
which
yeah.
I liked Avatar Kyoshi. I will say her treatment of Aang is tough love, where it's like, well, she has every right to say what she said.
Yeah.
You left. You've been gone for hundreds of years. How many people died because you abandoned your duty? You didn't stick up. She has every right to say that.
Yeah.
She's not the other avatars, because the other, like, Roku would have been stern, but also understands he's dealing with a 12-year-old
Yeah.
and would have been a little bit more softer.
And said, I understand you were scared and not ready for
Yeah.
your duty, but you have to be ready now.
Yeah. you have to start getting ready now.
Yeah.
Like that would have been Roku's interpretation. I don't know what the waterbender avatar would have been. I got kind of
Kurok?
Kurok.
He doesn't give a shit.
Well, no, but I'm saying in the animated series, he just seemed like a surfer avatar. He didn't really have a lot of character. Because he even said I was the go with the flow avatar.
Yeah.
So surfer.
Until he lost his wife.
Well, until he lost his wife to the face dealer, which is in the series.
Oh, okay.
The face dealer. All right, episode 3.
Let's see. Episode 3 was Omashu. So
Omashu.
9.
9?
9.
It gets a lot.
All right, on me.
Better each episode.
For me, Omashu. 9. I'll do 9. So for me, it's 7, 9, 9.
Yeah.
Well, 7.5, 8, and 9.
You?
I said 9.
No. What? So your first 7, 8, 9.
Your scores.
Oh,
scores.
no. So first 3.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
8, and then a 9.
So yeah, you guys are kind of 7.5, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. You're kind of back to back. Me, I you know how I'll say this. Him here, Gingerbeard. This is Gingerbeard, everyone.
Hey.
Yeah. He is a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. This show, this series, Avatar: Last Airbender, is my Dragon Ball. Where I love it. I can talk for hours about it. I have a special place in my heart for this show. It's a lot like him with Dragon Ball Z. So this is that's how I can compare it. Like, this is my Dragon Ball Z. So he will understand why the last episode gets the score it gets from you and me.
Yeah.
It is. This is why we said this show has potential, but it really fucks it.
And they have to go hard
Yeah.
in season 2.
Yeah, they better. All right. So we're moving into episode 3, which is Omashu, which is the introduction to Jet, the city of Omashu itself, the Rough Rider. Wait, is the Rough Riders or the?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess they're
Tinkerer.
whatever.
Tinkerer.
Yeah, Tinkerer.
And leading up to King Boomy.
And the capture of Iroh.
Yeah.
Which sets up the capture of Iroh for the next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Next episode. Yeah, because Iroh gets captured. Overall, I loved it. It was good. You know, overall, you watched the whole city. It was beautiful. Just the open world. They brought back the cabbage.
This guy,
they brought him back.
There were so many callbacks in this episode.
Yeah.
To not during the anime series, but the cabbage guy.
Yeah.
The kid with the fucking.
Like the way they opened the way they opened Omashu was exactly like the city. It had like the feel of it. Them riding the freaking thing, even though it's not what they were in the original series. They were just there to ride that stupid shoot thing.
Yeah.
In this episode, Katara and Sokka use it to try and get to the palace real quick to stop a bomb from going off.
Right.
Overall, this is where the writing gets good. This is where I compare it to they were combining everything with the story arc. So they were trying to make it where it feels a little bit One Piece. You said it. It feels One Piece-esque how they combined it.
Yeah.
Stuff. So the fight between Zuko and Aang is probably my favorite moment in this episode. It reminded me of a Jackie Chan fight. Just the way, you know how Jackie Chan movies, they just go completely off the wall.
Yeah.
They incorporate the whole environment. And that's exactly how it is in that episode. Where they incorporate the whole environment. They're not even, Aang's using airbending, but Zuko is holding his own just by not even any. It isn't until Aang brings up the book where he's like, "You stole my book?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you little..."
Yeah.
Big mistake. We also meet Azula in this episode. And we also get a taste of how Ozai parents a little bit, where he's like, "Your brother did the impossible, like I expected." Which is this is the beginning to where you and I are saying, does he, wait a minute. I literally backed up and said, wait, what did he say?
Yeah.
When I first watched the episodes, and he's like, does he
Believe in Zuko?
Zuko? Like, does he love Zuko? Like,
Yeah.
like, is it like it's just like it's that little hint of like, huh? Okay, all right, I can dig this. I can dig it.
Even when he's talking to the rebel and he says, "Do not talk to me about loss."
Yeah, you can kind of like I don't know what he meant by that.
Yeah.
At the beginning when
Yeah.
you first watch it, I don't know what you mean by that. What are you talking about? Loss? Like, what is it? There's just so much. I think Gingerbeard should talk his favorite moments. Like, what did go?
Well,
This is the
Yeah.
last episode that you've seen. This will be your last, so go for it. Like, what are your favorite moments from these?
I guess my favorite is the Ghost Chief like battle with the fire.
It was just that.
Yeah.
It really showcased how non-benders fight
Oh yeah.
bending, and
Yeah.
like they're just so much good with how they take down firebending, which
Yeah.
you would think would be
The
different.
fans,
Yeah,
like-
Yeah.
I like that.
it was pretty. I liked it. It was good. For the third episode in particular, like, what's another favorite moment that stand out for you in that one?
Well, I guess it would be. I guess what Iroh was like for the Fire Nation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Like-
protecting his nephew.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the culprit. Go
Yeah.
go. Like,
Yeah.
like oh shit.
How many more minutes do we got on that?
It's at 21 now.
All right, we're good. We're still good. We're good. And then another thing for me, this will be because you only watch it, so this will be perfect for us.
Yeah.
30-minute mark.
Okay.
Another thing for me too is that I liked, which was they were the Freedom Fighters. That's
Yeah.
what they're called.
Yeah.
That's what they're called, the Freedom Fighters. With Jet and
Smeller.
Smeller B.
Yeah.
Which that joke that joke brings me back. Where it's like, that's an unusual name for a boy. I'm a girl. It's a lovely name for a girl.
Iroh, just stop.
I just love Iroh because he walked right. He didn't know it was a girl.
Yeah.
like
Well, his fault. I mean, come
it
on.
wasn't his fault. Even Smellery is like, I know, because he doesn't dress like a girl. So
Yeah.
it's like it's very hard to tell. Like, but that joke always got me. He's like, 'cause I'm a girl.
All I'm gonna say is, like, even today, like back then, that joke was funny. Today, that joke wouldn't be considered funny. It's controversial.
No, it's still funny.
It's still funny
It
to
is.
most people.
No, it's still fun. No, it's not controversial at all. It's still funny.
Okay.
Well,
Because it's like
population.
her name is Smellerbee. Like it's and you didn't know it's not controversial at all. It's just a joke. Like
Yeah.
let it go. Like it's fine. Like someone didn't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
But like one shot. No, it's a long shot. Yeah, it's a long shot. The Duke. And
The Duke.
the Duke,
And-
which they thought was Pipsqueak. And
Which-
Pipsqueak is the big guy.
The big.
Yeah.
This is the big dude.
Ironic, you know.
It's ironic. Yeah, it is ironic.
I guess that was the idea. I guess.
Well, that's why it was funny. It's like when he's like, no, that's why when Katara says, "I got seen Pipsqueak." No, I'm the Duke. I'm Pipsqueak.
Yeah.
He's like,
Just
oh,
okay.
you okay?
All right. I like the Jet moment where he uses the sword.
Mhm.
That was a cool. Like he does do it in the anime show a lot.
Extension.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
extension. But it was like, whoa, that looks sick. It
That's a
was,
skill right there.
that was pretty cool. What else? I like the Zuko and Iroh moments when they're just talking
Yeah.
and like Zuko's impatient, but there are moments where like Iroh is saying something and like he stops and he listens like and he's like, you need to learn how to use these people to get your information and rice cake. And he's like,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
And he's like, uncle.
And my
Like, he looked
favorite,
annoyed when he's like, uncle.
one of my favorite moments was where he's like, especially with Lieutenant G,
Mm.
where he's like, I don't like him, and then
Yeah, he does that, and he's like, "But we are Fire Nation. Like that means something." And I was like, I understand why Zuko's pissed. He doesn't want yes, he doesn't like Shao,
yeah,
but he doesn't want his people to be, engaging in gossip,
yeah,
Yeah.
especially about a commanding officer. Like he holds esteem in that.
yeah.
What's in the
24.
24 minutes? All right,
Yeah.
we're good. We're still
Yeah, I probably have to leave in a bit.
Oh no, we're gonna
Yeah,
continue.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
No, we're gonna continue in a minute.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Just let us get our ratings for the next episode and talk about it. And then, like, you know the story, so you shouldn't be upset.
yeah, it's not really a spoiler. So.
Yeah, no,
It's not really a spoiler.
it's not really a spoiler, dude. You
Yeah.
know this. You know how the series is. So
Basically the story.
yeah.
You know,
So I think we're good. Yeah. All right.
Alright, then.
Have a good one. And this is for the YouTube section.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to really
Yeah.
listen to that to make sure I picked up all our voices real good.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Now that was it for the YouTube section. Now this is the reviews continuing on for the next episodes.
Yeah.
All right. Episode 4. Me is I believe in the dark. Was it love? Was it in the dark?
What's something in the dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something in the dark.
Dark
For episode 4. 8.
8.
8. Yep.
Yeah. Same.
Look,
We haven't
you don't
seen it yet.
you don't get to it. Yeah. You don't get the rate because you haven't seen it yet.
I know.
King Boomy.
We also agree we cannot get zeros on this chat on this podcast. It's from 1 to 10.
It doesn't matter. He hasn't seen it, so it's
No, I'm saying
I
in
get it.
general though.
Yeah, but the audience
Yeah.
will know he hasn't
I
seen
give
it
it-
yet. So he's allowed to say 0 because
give
he's
it
holding
0.
judgment.
I give a 0 on Blade Runner.
That's fine.
The worst ever.
No, but okay. So King Boomy is I didn't like him in that episode. Not a horrible episode. I just didn't like King Boomy.
Is he annoying or?
Damn my phone so you can charge it.
Oh, cool. Dude, here, give me that.
Watch out, Rachel.
That's all you have to do.
Thank you.
Anyway, so
Okay.
is he a bad bad guy or something or what?
No, it's just they changed it from the actual anime show. So in the anime show, King Boomy is a mysterious character. You don't know that. Well, you don't know that he's the Avatar's friend from the 100 years ago, like
Yeah.
100 years ago. Like you don't know that this is actual Boomy from 100 years ago in the original series.
Yeah.
So he does all these elaborate tests to try and help Aang discover who he is. In this episode, all Boomy has to do is snort, and Aang just immediately Boomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's no elaborate test. The episode also also takes place with book 2, the episode where they learn in the Omashu the darkness, where they go through the tunnels, they get stuck by the badger moles, and then they have to use the light to find the way.
Oh yeah, they have
Yeah.
the kids or something.
No. They changed it
Yeah.
because
All right, good.
they're not letting Katara and Aang get together from what we see.
Which I'm okay with.
I'm fine with that too. What they did with this one is that Sokka and Katara used the tunnels to try and get underneath the palace to save Aang from the prison cells of Omashu. They run into the people that sing in that episode. They're in the caverns too. They're singing their song.
Avatar hippies.
The hippies.
Yeah, the hippies.
Avatar hippies.
The Avatar hippies. They're clearly on some weird like mushrooms.
Either mushrooms or weed.
Yeah, mushrooms.
Yeah.
Running the badger moles. Sokka says a very funny line where he's like, "You think they know the way out of here?" And the badger moles start trying to get out. And
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, you there to the palace, Mr. Mole?
He starts singing to the palace. And he's like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
No, and then also is the capture of Iroh, which happens also in book 2. Which you and I really love those moments because it really is a huge compare and contrast of how the Earth Kingdom views Iroh, especially from Ba Sing Se,
Okay.
because one of the soldiers is a soldier who experienced Iroh's siege and lost his brother during that siege. Like, Iroh's troops killed his brother. So it sets up the contrast.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a different story. They changed it a little bit by giving a soldier dude was part of Ba Sing Se's siege. They were in Ba Sing Se fighting Iroh's troops, and he loses his brother as a result of that. Where we also know Iroh loses his son.
Done. Yeah.
War is hell.
That's what Iroh says.
Yeah.
We were at war. What was I supposed to do? Which you and I began having a theory that Iroh's reasoning for taking down Ba Sing Se
He wants to end the war.
Yeah, he wanted to end the war quickly. He was tired of the stalemate.
And I'm saying this now. If Ba Sing Se falls, the
It's
Water
over.
Nation
Yeah,
immediately
it's-
surrenders.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the king's captured.
Yeah.
It's over. War's over. Earth King's gone. Earth King's captured. The stalemate's over. That's what Iroh wanted. Like, he wanted the end of the war. He hated the war.
Yeah.
Because Iroh, in this episode, which is the next episode, which is about Zuko's past, and you learn a little bit too about Iroh.
And Ozai and the Agni Kai they have.
Well, no, that's later on, next episode.
Okay.
But Iroh, but Iroh is reflecting because Aang sparks the reflection of your nephew's not coming to save you. Why did you surrender? Like, why do you show so much loyalty to your nephew? He says, I owe everything to Zuko.
Yep.
And you find out in this episode that Zuko, when he loses his son Luten, and he's being consulted by Ozai, again another beautiful moment from Ozai. Ozai is confronting his brother, which shows you they must have been really close as brothers in this series, in this moment, because he's not a dick. He genuinely is sorry.
He bows to his brother and says, I am sorry for your loss, brother.
Yeah.
He's more a human.
Yeah, he's humanized in this series, which I really do like. I really like how they humanized Ozai, which I was surprised how they did it so well. And the actor who they picked is
that's why he's my favorite, one of my top third favorite character, because they really get, even for his limited parts, they really made him less unbearable is the word.
Well, no, they made him less psychopathic.
Yeah, and there are moments okay, you're an evil person, but you have sometimes you're a good guy moments.
Well, there are moments where you're I don't know if you're evil at all, or you're just a bad guy because you're the Fire Lord who's took over during the second Fire Lord take over during the war.
Yeah,
and also has probably the same goal as Iroh, that wants to end the war quickly, so that it's done. They can stop fighting and stop losing people. That's what I get from that.
It even says it. All I want is peace and unity
under my
rule.
Right.
And you can kind of foreshadow that.
Yeah.
But another thing too is that in the funeral reception for Luten, Zuko, Iroh's crying, or Iroh is quiet, and Zuko says, "I wanted to give you this because Luten gave it to me when he graduated. He said hard work." And perseverance, makes you a tougher firebender. And Iroh looks at it, and Zuko doesn't say anything. He just says, I'm sorry for your loss, Uncle. And he sits with Iroh.
Yeah,
and Zuko and Iroh cries, but it's a father and son moment. So, I know, but he's helping Iroh be comfortable.
But just holding my hand, I don't know why.
That's what Zuko does to Iroh in that moment when he sits down next to him.
He's comforting him.
Yeah.
I know, but still.
He's trying to simulate it.
Whoa.
No, but
I get the point.
No, but that's why I love that.
He's holding his hand.
Yeah, but that's why I like that moment, because it was it's such a beautiful moment, because then that's why Iroh is loyal to Zuko, because Zuko does have compassion, like Iroh. He does have it in there. And he sees it. That's what helps him see it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like how they're adding adding stuff, I guess. Compared to the cartoon, live action.
This is continue. What you're saying?
They get the show, it gives extra
heart. They get the heart of the show. They give it a new sense of
Purpose.
Purpose. You're not watching
Avatar.
the original
Yeah.
series. You're watching a new take on it, and it's a different look.
interpretation.
Yeah, it's a different interpretation.
Yeah.
Like-
Which I like.
I was going to say that I remembered like
Yeah.
what they added was a plot a plot point, I guess.
Yeah. It was good. It was a good plot point. Another favorite moment in this episode is I'll move on to the next one. Is Azula is trying to like badmouth her brother and saying like it's Chow discovered the Avatar. Maybe we should reward him. And he's like, we will send, like she's asking like for the archers to be sent. And Ozai is sitting there, he's like, I will consider this.
Yes.
And no, stop. I know what you were gonna do.
I said yes. That's what I said.
No, you were gonna do another line. I saw it. I can see it in your face.
He knows.
I can see it.
He knows.
And he knows.
He knows
He's smiling right now, so he knows.
As I'm doing the console frozen in carbonite thing.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
No. What happened is like Azula turns to leave because she's like,
That's the point.
she's successful, and then he's like, Azula, it was Zuko who discovered the Avatar, not Shao. You do best to remember that. Which I was like, oh
my
you go, Ozai, because he's like, I will not let you back up
Your brother. Yeah.
who did something that I was expecting him to do.
Dude,
Like
yeah.
he had that's what I would mean. Like it's like, okay, so he actually really cares for Zuko, which was very weird. It was a weird moment because you're like, all right,
Are you a good dad?
like, did you actually give a shit about your son? Like, really? Okay, all right, I can dig it. I like this.
Yeah.
I like the Zuko. I like the Zyro or Ozai. I like him. I like him. I do. I like him. He's like one of my 4th or 5th favorite characters.
He's my third, so.
All right, the next episode, which is the first of the spirit episodes.
Yes.
If you remember the forest spirit episode, John, where the spirit of the forest, his forest gets burned down.
Hey, bye.
Yeah,
The bear.
yeah,
Turns
with
into
the panda bear.
They turn into a ugly ass monster.
Yeah,
Somehow.
yeah. So
That's good,
this is his episode, but it's combined with the summer solstice episode.
Really? Shit.
Well, it's a 2-part episode.
Yeah.
So what happens is that Aang is trying to better himself with the spirit world, right? Like in the original one,
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to do it. And instead of just him being transported to the spirit world, he accidentally transports Sokka and Katara with him
Mm-hmm.
to the spirit world.
I like
And it was great. It was fantastic. And I'm not going to ruin all of it because there is 2 characters. One who's in book 2, who is a dick from the spirit world. He has a library.
Wait, who?
Who?
Oh.
The
Oh, God.
owl. The owl makes an appearance in this episode.
Yeah.
Long. Well, she Tong, yeah.
Yeah, Wang Shi Tong
Yeah.
makes an appearance in this episode.
No,
And
I
it's
don't
one of the
understand
funniest moments because Aang's like he's like your friends are in danger, and he's like who said that? He's like I did. He's like he looks up and he's like you did? Oh hi Birdie. That's what Sokka called.
He's like, hi, Birdie.
Hi.
Huge bird.
He's like hi Birdie. He's like your friends are too close minded to hear me. Only you can hear me.
Yeah.
And he's insulted that he's being called Birdie.
Yeah.
And then Sokka says it again because he's like he flies away. This is after he says they're in danger and stay on the path,
Yeah.
or else they will die, or else they'll get killed. And then Sokka just goes bye Birdie. and then the panda shows up and he's hurt,
Yeah.
and that's when Aang realizes, oh, you're the spirit of the forest, and he doesn't understand like what's going on. And he's they get Katara can't ban. Like in the spirit world, they
Yeah.
can't bend
Yeah.
and can't bend. They get separated, and then Sokka meets another character.
You wait.
Yeah.
Yes.
I figured.
Impossible. And
Yes. No.
wolf?
No, don't ruin this.
Okay.
He meets Yue. I'm not gonna say what form she's in. He just meets Yue.
Well, he kind of ruined it.
Well, I didn't mean.
Yeah, he did.
He never.
Yeah, he did.
Me too.
He meant to.
Well, I mean, she was in the original series.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, you meant to.
Anyway.
I'm gonna beat myself.
No. Anyway, the whole episode basically he meets the monkey character in the monkey's like
Go away.
yeah, go away. Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
He had the voice of Aang's mentor, Gyatso. That was the voice of the monkey.
Wow.
So instead of it being a monkey, they just said it's Gyatso. He's also in the spirit world.
Yeah.
He's there to help Aang figure out a problem. He also meets Ko the Face Stealer. This is Ko's hunting grounds. Okay? Alright. This is the whole episode. And then it leads into episode 5. This episode 5, you and I grade.
Yeah. One second. Can we go back to 4 real quick? I want to say something about 4.
I go home.
Dude, come on, go quick.
Okay. Gyatso says something to Aang that I truly enjoy. I agree with. Gyatso tells Aang.
This isn't episode 4. This is episode 5.
Really?
4 is the love thing.
Oh. Okay,
Love
episode
fun.
5. My bad then.
Yeah, we're still on episode 5.
Okay.
Don't talk about it anymore.
Yep.
I don't want to ruin it. This is the one episode. These next 2 episodes are literally completely different.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
So I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk too much. The grade for me, 8.
9.
Okay. Next episode, it's the frog episode where he gets captured, and you get the blue spirit.
Zuko? Yeah.
Yeah, this is his episode with
Okay.
the blue spirit.
All right.
All right, that's all I'm gonna say.
I'm sorry. I really have to go. Sorry. My dog is like, it probably worried about me.
It's okay.
It's okay, dude.
My brother's is still at as girlfriends.
Dude, just go over. Dude, just go home. You can listen to the rest of this later.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk
Like,
about this rest.
Yeah, because it's better for me and him to talk when you're not here.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Just go.
Then,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll see you later.
Yeah, Gingerbeard is out because he can't be
Yeah.
spoiled.
Go
Watch the rest. Go watch the rest.
And I have responsibilities.
Yeah.
So I'll see you
Yeah,
later.
yeah. Go watch the rest.
I will. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I'll see you maybe next week. I don't know.
Probably.
Alright, then.
Yeah.
I'm moving my chair over.
All right.
Yeah, okay. I'll see you
Later.
later.
That's him leaving. All right. So we'll continue on.
Yep.
All right. So you and I were talking earlier.
Yeah.
So episode 5, you go with the Gyatso.
Gyatso says to Aang that if you were there that night, there was nothing you could have done. You would have died just like everyone else.
So he
And
kind of
Aang needed to hear that from Gyatso. Yeah.
Let go
Yeah.
of the guilt. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't. It wasn't his fault. He's just a kid running away.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Episode 6, which is the Blue Spirit episode, which again I like. It starts off with Aang having to go to Roku, to go visit Roku to find this to seek counsel.
Yeah.
And then Roku is like, he says the joke about like stiff lady.
Yeah.
and then he basically says, I will help you. And he's like, okay, let's deal with Ko. Anything but that.
I don't know. I do. I'll help you, Aang. It's about Ko. Anything but that.
He's like, and he shows him what he has to do to get the thing.
Yeah.
And this is when he gets captured by Zuko.
Yeah.
And then Zhao takes Zuko.
Mhm.
No, takes Aang.
Yeah.
And then Zuko becomes the Blue Spirit
Yeah.
to go get Aang. Which I love. It's probably one of my favorite episodes besides the first couple ones. It's probably one of my favorite because I love the Blue Spirit episode in the original.
Me too.
Because Zuko, he doesn't say a word. He doesn't need to. He's very skilled. He doesn't have a firebend. He's very skilled with swords. And the way he takes them out in the beginning, it was kind of fast. Freeze Aang, and I get it. I understand why, but It's the chase scene, which reminded me so much of the anime because it's the same, like it's shot for shot like the anime where
Yeah.
they're running, they're fighting, and it's kind of like
Airbending
shit, and then they're using it to like poke across.
That was the best.
That was one of the funniest ones. And then he does the thing where he holds Aang,
Yeah.
and then he gets shot in the arrow. And this entire episode is also showing Zuko's past.
Yeah.
And it's the it's the Agni Kai.
Yeah.
It's the infamous meeting. It's what causes the Agni Kai in the first place.
Yeah.
And this is where, if you were going to do it kind of like the regular show, the animation show, Ozai would have burned Zuko without any mercy.
Yeah.
Without any remorse. In this, when Zuko shows weakness, Ozai hesitates
to give him the burn.
Like he can't.
He doesn't want to do it.
He doesn't want to, but he still does it. And it's not like a really horrible burn because he still can open his eye.
Yeah.
Which tells you, like, it was a very like moment where you're like, this is what Ozai was talking about.
Yeah.
With the guy where he's like, you think I haven't experienced lost? Like, I banished not only my son.
Yeah.
But if they stick to the actual show, he banished his wife too.
Yeah.
Which in this show he might have actually cared for.
Yeah.
Which in his own twisted way. We'll just say that. In his own twisted way. Zuko is talking to Aang, and this is where you and I had said, Aang, when we didn't talk, we didn't tell John this, we didn't really go into depth with it, or Gingerbeard.
Yeah.
Zuko is, how's Zuko? Aang's actor.
Yeah.
He's great. He's a good martial artist.
Not a good actor.
He can't deliver lines. He
couldn't deliver a good line.
There are more times where he's like a stiff driftwood.
Yeah.
You could replace him with driftwood, like Plank from End to End.
It's a masterful line.
And Plank might actually do it better than he did.
He'd be like, that piece of wood knows it. God dang.
No, but I'm not trying to be mean. I get it.
Yeah.
He's a first time actor. But like there are moments where he's not so bad.
No, I agree.
But there are moments when but it's the dialogue when he's trying to like he's trying to like motivate Katara, or there's a moment where like Zuko is like, you think we could have been friends? Where I was just like, you gotta put a little bit more emotion in.
Yeah,
like I'm not saying be gay, but
I'm not saying suck his dick, but like come on.
But put a little bit more.
Like, you think we could have been buddies?
Yeah. Like you and I did this in the car.
Yeah.
Like, if he had any comedic bone in his body, where you were just like, you think we could have been lovers? Kiss me like if he had any comedic bone in his body, just to make it funny.
Yeah.
For that one shot. It's another, and I said this, it's like it's unfair to compare him to Zuko because Zuko is working with a much more mature actor in Iroh, so he has a lot more to bounce off, and he's probably soaking up anything that like that actor can give him, like all the detail. Like they're just phenomenal the way that they act. And like, yes, Sokka has his moments too, where he's a little bit stiff. You know, it's only in the beginning, the first episode. You could tell the first episode is probably like their first couple shots of the season. Well, they were probably still trying to figure out like their emotion and like what they wanted to portray for these characters. After the first episode, like from second episode on, Katara and Sokka have like just are in a role where they're not horrible. They're really doing good things. Now you and I both said that they're rehashing arguments that happened like later on. We were like, okay, I don't care. Like this shouldn't have been this should have been resolved like
a long time ago.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Like when you and I said like when she's like, you're treating me like a little girl because you're acting like one
girl.
Like I agree with Sokka. Like, what has he done to, like, when they're having an argument about Jet? Sorry.
Listen, I'm sorry. And you could say that this is Big Brother myself. When the Big Brother says, "Hey, the guy you're hanging out with seems off."
Yeah. Or no, they know he's a traitor. They know he's blowing things up. When your older brother tells you the truth,
Yeah.
and then you're trying to defend him and all this stuff, when the evidence is stacked against him,
Yeah, you're fucked.
yeah, well, you're not gonna win the argument.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Also, when you're like saying you're still treating me like a little kid, it's like I wouldn't have to treat you like a little kid if you would stop acting like a little kid.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're a jerk. And he's like, he walked into him. He says, I know I'm a jerk. Wait, what?
I would say you're a B word, but that's not as a children's show, so.
No, but to move on to episode 6 too, to continue on. When he goes to the face stealer, I'm going to go back to episode 5. Ko the face stealer, when he came out, I remember in the anime, I felt like I was watching Adult Swim for a second when he was in the animation, because he looked freaky in the animation too.
He's terrifying. Yeah,
he's a terrifying spirit.
Yeah.
When you see him in the live action, they got it right.
It was nighttime here.
Yeah.
It was dark, and I saw him, and I did this. Not you, please, not you.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah,
it's him.
Yeah,
and you were, and I saw it in the dark too. And when I saw him like open up the face to show other faces, I was like, that is horrifying.
Right, yeah, it's not. That's not bueno. It's no bueno.
Like, that is a horrifying for episode 5.
Yeah.
But the reason why it's an 8 for me is like it's just. I don't know. It's an 8.
I mean, it's an 8 for me. I think it's 8 because Ko's in there, and Ko's like just a fucking terrifying.
Episode 6 for me, for Blue Spirit, 8.5. It's 8.5. It's almost
7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
You didn't like 6?
I don't hate 6. Again, Aang and talking to Zuko.
That's true.
Yeah.
8 point, but it's 8.5 for me because I enjoy the Blue Spirit.
No, I mean I enjoyed the Blue Spirit too. That's why it's not.
I also love the moment where the officer learns, he's like, wait a minute, we're the 41st Legion.
Yeah.
He's like, I know. And
that's my saving grace for the episode not being a 7.
I love the Ozai moment because Ozai did not want to banish his son.
No.
You can see it pains him.
He literally said, and you can tell, but he's literally trying to say, the world isn't the way you think it is. Sometimes you have to make the tough call.
Yeah.
And that means sending armies to die.
Yeah. He's trying to teach his son a lesson.
Yeah.
And he hasn't learned it yet. But I also understand what Zuko's point about the weak getting stronger.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, you can tell these are two characters that are having a debate about something, about a topic, about two topics that weren't brought up by either one of them. They're just having a debate about something that just is like, it's a conversation that just like, neither one of them seem to be having the right conversation. Which is still a beautiful moment. It's just like two characters.
And you can even tell that he cares because he goes into the room and he says to his son, the doctor says you will be
No, that was Iroh that said it.
It was?
No, it was Iroh.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Iroh said it.
Well,
no, because Iroh says this. He says, they said the doctor said that it will still leave a scar, but you will heal. So you will see my beautiful face.
Yes.
More of my beautiful, my image. And when he said that, it's like, Iroh, I know you're trying to cheer him up, but that was kind of a dick move. It was kind of a dick move. But it was funny. It was a funny moment. And then when Ozai is like, he stops to not say it, and then Iroh's like, no, Ozai, like, don't. Yeah, he's trying not to banish his son.
Yeah, no,
but I also think this. You and I both said this. It's not said on screen.
Yeah.
It's not. It could have been. I think it happens in this story. Is I think eventually, Ozai and Iroh have a private conversation where Ozai is Iroh. I will go with him.
Yeah. And
that's all it is. Ozai's about to ask, and then Iroh just says, "I will go with him."
Yeah.
I was going to anyway. And Ozai says, "Thank you." Like he's
I love you, bro. Yeah.
It's like it's a moment where both
Yeah.
They're both parents. He doesn't have to say it. Iroh knows what he's gonna say.
Yeah.
He already was going to do it anyway. And it's like, that's why when Zuko says, like, you want to come with me? And, like, Iroh's like, of course. Why wouldn't I?
I have enough tea.
I have enough tea to do this, and I want to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love that moment, because it's like, it really is, like, it feels like they're a very tight-knit family.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like, you know Ozai's playing, he's playing the two children together, but there's a weird thing where you have to ask the question, does Ozai truly trust Azula to be a Fire Lord, or is he grooming Zuko?
What he is doing, and I'm really believing in this right now, okay? He is pitting Azula against Zuko, but by saying
all these things.
He thinks that you're ready, but what really he's saying is but really he doesn't want her to be the Fire Lord.
Well,
he
no,
wants
he's pitting
Zuko.
them. Yeah, he's pitting them against each other.
Yeah, he wants Zuko to be the Fire Lord.
But here's the thing.
Yeah,
I think, like, as I agree. I think Ozai's doing it. And a lot of people say it's like because he's the older child. Of course, Ozai is grooming Zuko to take over. It's like, well, he's grooming both of them to be Fire Lord. He doesn't know which one will be Fire Lord because anything could happen. Zuko might not return. There's a chance.
Yeah.
But there's also those moments where you're like, there's also those moments because like it pains him to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He has that emotion, like he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to send his son away.
He doesn't want to burn it. Yeah, when he does this, he hesitates and then he does. Yeah.
No, but you see it. You see those moments where he's like he doesn't want to, and then Zuko is. No, not Zuko, but it's like Azula is getting to like she's trying to like undermine her brother, and every time she does, Ozai won't let it happen.
He's also getting pissed.
Well, yeah, he's also bringing it up like Zuko did it.
Yeah,
Zuko
did it.
Like Zuko is much more. Like he keeps doing that. Basically, I think what he's doing is he's trying to like toughen her up.
Yeah,
which is working. She's ambitious enough, so he's toughing her up to do it. But at the same time, Zuko is gaining more experience than her by being in the real world. And by understanding the world and how it's working. And Iroh's the teacher for him. Iroh's trying to teach him. Now, Ozai might not want him to learn these lessons that Iroh's teaching him about compassion and humility and all these things. That's a talk for another day. Ozai might not be expecting.
He's also not even aware that he's probably being taught this.
Well, he's probably not.
Yeah.
But another thing too is you have to ask the question: why would Ozai send Iroh in the first place if he wasn't grooming Zuko? Because Iroh, yes, we don't know what happened between these because this story is different.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like Ozai. Like, it doesn't seem like he did.
Yeah.
Like, he killed their father, but you don't know. He might have still done that.
Yeah.
Like, to take power. But it also doesn't seem like he would undermine his brother to take power either. So, what I think the series might do, and I don't know if I'm right, I'm probably wrong too, but I might be right, is Iroh gave up Fire Lord to
Ozai?
Yeah. Basically, after Luten died, Iroh wasn't the same. He was probably grieving. Maybe Azulon died in that moment, maybe not due to poisoning, just the natural causes. And they were trying to tell Iroh you have to take over, and then Iroh just looks at Ozai and says,
"I can't.
I'm not emotionally capable of taking over, and I don't have an heir anymore." Which doesn't matter because
you can just father more.
Well, no, it doesn't matter because it's like a king.
Yeah.
It's like a king thing where if a king died, it could go to his brother and then to his children.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. Like that's how emperorship works anyway. So they still have heirs. They just his brother and his kids. Ozai most likely just said, "I'm not ready to take over. I'm not."
Yeah, Iroh.
Sorry, Iroh's not. Iroh basically says, "I'm not ready to take over. I'm not responsible. I'm giving it to you." I'm not gonna say that's what happened, but how they interact and how much different he is from the animated show. Where the animated show, he's very cruel and he's very seductive. And
Oh, yeah,
he's just bad.
He's just a monster.
He's just a monster in the image.
Yeah.
He's very human in this one. So that's why I said I think Ozai was given the throne by Iroh. I think Iroh just happened to just give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
I think Iroh just is like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't. I suffered the biggest loss, which is my son. I can't. I'm not ready. I'm not just like Ozai was ready. All right. The next 2 episodes. I'm telling you, Avatar: The Last Airbender had, oh my god, the live action show had so much potential.
They were going strong.
They were going so strong. Had so much potential. So it was just dripping in potential.
Like a burger from McDonald's. With
Oh
stuff.
yeah. It's just dripping. Episode 7, part 1 of the Northern Water Tribe episode. I don't remember the name, but it's part 1 in my opinion. Six. 5. It's a 6. It's not horrible. Yue's great. Sokka's good. Paco had nothing, really. Aang, he's just not. It's nothing there. And then Zuko and Iroh moments, but they're just better. They're just getting better every time. Yeah. Every time in that fucking moment, like it was like in the animated show when Iroh is like, when Iroh sees Zuko get exploded and he's like, Zuko! And he's like, they don't want that. And it's like, and there's a moment where Iroh is like telling him to be like a father would, but like doing it. And he's just like, it's a proud father. Mm-hmm. It's almost like a proud father. It's a 6. And then I'm gonna bump them together. Episode 8. Oh, episode 8. No. You and I have the same grade. Say it.
4.
Episode 8. 4.
Oh. What they almost did to Momo.
Oh.
Fuck you for that, by the way. I want to put this out. Captain C said to me they killed Momo, and he knows how much I like Momo.
First off, he got hit by a fireball.
Yeah, and then that building fell on him.
Yeah, he could have died. He almost died. He
said they killed Momo, and I'm like, no.
Well, you have to remember, when I was watching it, I thought they did.
Yeah, and then he said to me, no, he saw it. I'm like, don't do that to me.
I didn't want to know.
Yeah.
All right. No. It's a 4. Episode 8's a 4, and this is why. This is why it's a 4. For you and me, because we're big Avatar fans. This is why it's a 4. The original book, Water. The whole point of Aang going to the North Pole was to learn water bending. That is his whole point of the show. To not at all in season 1
learn water bending
or have him do 1 ounce of water bending ever.
Yeah.
Just 1 ounce of water bending is a travesty in of itself.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you could fuck up that ending when you had such a roadmap of just killer episodes. The last 2 episodes where he's literally in the water tribe and he doesn't even learn shit.
And everyone thinks he knows other bendings other than air.
Yeah, and he doesn't.
Yeah, and they say, what bending will we use? Air. Okay, what else?
We're fucked.
Yeah, they literally do that.
Well, we're fucked. The fact that he doesn't even attempt water bending pisses me off. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. Because here's my thing. I get it. You want to change the episode. Fine. All right, fine. He's going to the North Pole to save the Moon Spirit. That's the reason why he's going to the North Pole in this series. Whole reason
Yeah.
is to save the moon spirit. Okay? In the original cartoon, which if you're an Avatar fan, this is it. In the original cartoon, he's going to go learn waterbending. The whole moon spirit subplot is because of Aang. He's there. The Fire Nation's going after him. That's why Admiral Shao, who got promoted to Admiral, is going after the Avatar. And the reason why the Moon Spirit is in trouble is because during the invasion, Shao learned something from a mysterious library, which we find in Book 2, how to kill the Moon Spirit, which they didn't even bring up. In this series, they said that the Fire Sages knew exactly who the Moon Spirits were, which doesn't make any fucking sense because they're the Fire Sages. Hence, Fire Sages. Why would they know? Why?
I don't know.
I know, but it's like, why would Roku wouldn't even tell them? Because I doubt even Roku knew. Because he didn't deal with them. I have so much pent-up anger.
I can tell.
Well, because I'm a huge Avatar fan. That's why.
Dude, I'm angry, but I'm not on the level of your anger. And let me know.
No. This is like when I said on the YouTube thing. YouTube thing. When I grabbed Gingerbeard and said, this is the Avatar Last Airbender is my Dragon Ball Z. What Dragon Ball Z is to him. This is why. I love that show.
And Naruto is my Dragon Ball Z.
I love that show. I'm a huge fan of that show. So when I'm telling you this live action show has so much potential, and then they just landed 2 duds back to back as your final episodes of the season, pisses you off because he fails.
And you know what it really was like? I'm going to tell you this now. It was like someone took a shit on a desk in there. I'm so angry.
You're pissed.
That's what I hate in episode 7.
Yeah, you're pissed. He fails. Anyone out there is listening? He fails.
Yes.
He doesn't succeed in this episode. You want to know why? Because Chow still kills the Moon Spirit. And
Yue still dies.
I understand. Yue is the linchpin. She was touched by the Moon Spirit. She can save the Moon Spirit by just sacrificing herself. I understand that. It's a stupid crutch. Because he still fails.
Literally.
And he doesn't even learn the lesson of his failure. He basically says, well, all in a day's work for the Avatar. Well, sure, we lost the princess.
Well, sure, the fucking Northern Water Tribe is fucking destroyed.
And sure, it's the princess of the Northern Water Tribe. I mean, she is the spiritual leader. But at least the Moon Spirit's okay.
No.
And he's like, yeah. Oh, and what else? Oh, right, water. I didn't accomplish that.
What are we gonna do? I want to know what they're gonna call season 2. Season 2, still water?
No, season 2. Have we even learned water?
Season 2. Are we gonna learn Earth or just water?
Season 3. How about we skip to fire?
Can't forget about water.
Oh shit!
All I'll say is that this show has potential.
It does.
If they get season 2 right, and from the outgate of season 2, at the opening of the episode, they were at let's say a watering hole, and they're practicing water bending.
But he's not going to be a master.
No.
Because here's my problem with that too: is they're saying that Katara's like, this is what I said. That's how I would have done it, and I know it's my version, but how I would have done it. And in the animation show, it's not quite said, but it feels like they've been there for about a month to maybe almost 2 months, which is plenty of time for Katara to master waterbending and for Aang to somewhat master it. Not
Yeah.
completely, but somewhat master waterbending.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
But they don't
is,
tell you the timetable. That's why I
Yeah.
said it feels like they've been there for a month or two.
yeah,
It does. It feels like it. Because
Mhm.
it would take the Fire Nation fleet a little bit over maybe a week to get to the North Pole.
yeah,
So say they set off maybe 13 days, and the Avatar and his friend have been there for 13 days. Say they set off 13 days, which is about a week would be 7 days.
Almost a day from 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be about a month. Let's say
Yeah.
that's about. So we'll say they've been there for a month, maybe at most a month and a half.
Yeah,
At most. Which is enough time for Katara, because Katara, once she started, it was very
Yeah.
quick for her.
Yeah.
It's almost a natural for her, because she's a waterbender. Obviously, it would be
Yeah.
natural. There were probably moments that were tough, but she was still able to master waterbending. Because she had drive, motivation, and she had some waterbending skill before she got there.
yeah,
So she's good. Aang would have been not a novice. He would have been a gifted waterbender, but he wouldn't have been a waterbending master
yeah,
yet. But that is until book 2 when she says you're officially a waterbending master because you've learned
yeah,
everything that I know and Paco knew.
yeah,
That's the original animation series. I would have done the same thing, where they've been there for a month, 2, enough time for Katara to learn waterbending. Okay, I get it. They want her to be like, okay, she's self-taught. She doesn't need a master, but it's like, she kind of does. Like, she does need a master. It's like, yeah, it's impressive. She learned waterbending through a scroll. That's impressive, but it's no substitute for an actual bending master.
I also didn't like they got rid of the Gram and Paco situation.
That too.
I did not like that.
Well, I didn't like that either because it made sense
Yeah.
in this overall story. And in this, it's just like, the reason why he stops fighting Katara is because of the necklace.
Yeah,
Well, that's the reason. It's the only reason why he stops fighting Katara, and it's the only reason why I think he even considers training her. Which is why I was disappointed by that. It's disappointed because it was like quick. Like they get to the North Pole, they're there for maybe a few days, and then boom, firebenders are on their way. So it's like they barely had enough time. Also, I really didn't like those one waterbending students calling her Master Katara when she's like, she's not even a master yet. Like,
I just said she's not a fucking master.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, she can hold her own against Paco. Congratulations. She still has to fucking fight.
Yeah, she still has to learn more about waterbending.
Yeah.
She's not a master per se. That's another reason why I said I was like, I get what they're doing. It's like they're trying to empower Katara, which has like, it's like, oh yeah, it's impressive. She learned a lot of her bending from a scroll. Whoop-de fucking do. There's still much she had to learn.
Yeah.
And at the end of book 2, at the beginning of book 3, Paco still gives her a shit ton of scrolls because she's like this will help you and Aang learn and master completely the waterbending. So he's still technically vital to that, and we don't see that in the end of this book. He doesn't give them a scroll. He doesn't give them scrolls. So like, what can she do? You know? It's like like Zutara. The Zutara arguments with like regular fans too. And I'm gonna bring this up. And yes, me and One Eye, because we're adults. Like we were once happy with Aang and Katara when we were little kids, like very little. Like it's fine. As we got older and we watched the series a bunch of times, we've seen like they don't have a lot of chemistry. Zuko and Katara, though. Zuko and Katara, though, they got something. There's something there. And you can deny it all you want, but, like, to any novice person that, like, doesn't understand, like, good storytelling, like, you can tell there's chemistry.
Total chemistry.
There's total chemistry. I'm going to get off of that because I want to talk about that when John's here. Gingerbeard's here. To finish up this episode and the Avatar: Last Airbender review. Overall, my opinion, the whole series, taking all the episodes into account, I grade this series as a whole, all 8 episodes, 7. All 8, 7. Because, now I will say, it still has good action. It's still, what, 7? 8?
Yeah.
Okay. So you and I, overall,
Yeah.
7, 8. We're
Yeah.
close. Still has great action. Stories are good. The characters are still perfect. They've gotten a lot right. They have, like you and I both said, there's potential.
Yeah.
They have it. But if they don't get book 2 right,
It's over.
it's like there's nothing. There's no salvaging. Even if you try book 3, there's no salvaging it.
Yeah.
And I do think they can get book 2 right. I do think they could. My only problem is, and this is my concern, this is mine as a fan, this is my concern. They gotta nail Toth. And in my thing, book 2 better be split into 2 parts. The first part better be.
Well, book 2 is the longest.
I know.
Arc, yeah.
No, I know. But it's gotta be split into 2 parts.
Yeah.
And book 3 could be split into 2 parts too.
Yeah.
But book 2's gotta be split into 2 parts. The first half's gotta be finding Toph. That's the first half. And maybe ending with the Appa being captured.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second half of book 2, which we talked about, has to be the Bossing Say arc.
Yeah.
Its own season. If you do that and you execute him learning waterbending and earthbending at the same time, which I think would be difficult, but it's not too difficult. If he starts doing that, then okay, we got a good show. I gotta get Toph right, and I don't.
Toph's my favorite character in that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And it's a huge uphill battle when you're dealing with a child actor.
Yeah.
Because that child actor can knock it out of the park, and that child actor could just
sink that ship.
Yeah, so they gotta hit it. They gotta hit a home run. And to save this, I think they'll do Zuko justice. They've been doing that so far. Yeah. They've been doing Ozai justice.
If anything for this, I'll say this: if you're gonna watch the show for anything, watch it for Zuko, Iroh, Sokka, and Ozai.
Ozai. And Azula too.
And Azula.
A little bit. Azula, there are moments. Yeah. She wasn't featured enough in the season to even give her a thing. Yeah. Katara, I still like Katara. I do. I still do. Yeah. Even with all this thing, it's not her fault. It's not the character's fault. It's not the actor's fault because she's just doing what she's being told. Yeah. I still like her. It's just, as a fan, this was a fail. It is the only way you can look at it, and this is where if I was Sokka. And it's like, well, we still say that. Are you fucking serious?
You failed miserably.
This was horrible. You don't know what you're doing.
You need waterbending and you need it bad.
Yeah. We need to focus on this. My favorite moment, though, and even though it's a 4, my favorite moment is the final moment where Ozai says, "The comment's on its way, sir." Yeah. And he's like, "Finally, I will bring peace." And and in that moment, I was like,
"Oh,
you got me back."
Yeah. When that last scene of the series, it saved that episode from going from a 4 to a 3.
Well, no, but you and I both scored 4. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have given it a 2. I would have given it a 1.
Oh, yeah. I remember when we were talking, you were pissed.
I can't. Yeah. I as the audience at home, you have to understand when One Eye and I talked before. He heard how fucking mad I was.
You were mad. You were on the level of mad
because I told you,
confused as the truck intensity.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This is what people need to understand. This is one of my favorite. I can't stress this. I love this show. It's not the greatest show. It's not perfect. It in no means is the animated show perfect, but it's still one of the greatest shows I've ever watched as a child, and I hold it in such high regards. I'm telling you this. When he doesn't,
I literally said
when he doesn't do anything, and he doesn't learn waterbending, it aggravated me to the point where I wanted to punch my TV.
I want to throw my remote.
I wanted to burn half my house down.
That's
With so much rage.
The one time I wish I had firebending was this scene. So I just be like,
yeah, like the Iroh moment.
Yeah.
Where you're like, no.
Yeah.
Oh God, because I can't begin to and that's why I want Gingerbeard to watch that, because I know when he gets to the end, I know. I hope he listens to this.
Yeah.
I hope he does. I will tell him, you gotta listen to the episode, because you're gonna if you're mad, you're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
In both me and when
I'm literally I think I asked you one time, what would you do if someone said Avatar the Airbender sucks, and you just looked at me and said that person won't be living much longer afterwards.
I didn't say that.
But,
well, it was implied. I didn't say that.
I know it was implied.
No, I mean, if they said the movie sucked, I understand.
Oh no, they said the show sucked.
No, if they said Zutara sucked, I would be a little ticked off.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really I won't care. It's your opinion. I could care less what your opinion is. It's my favorite show.
Yeah.
I think the early 2000s had some of the greatest shows ever.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Now, I'm going to say this. It might be you and I think differently. You didn't like Legends of Korra. You liked certain characters. You didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't really like Legends of Korra. I didn't like Korra. I liked the characters, Tenzin and things. I watched the show for them. Only for them. And that's why one of my favorite villains is Unalog, when he sucks the air out of the Earth Queen's. Because I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's dark. I did not think Airbending could get that dark.
No, and I personally, I saw that scene. I'm like, well, it's airbending. You have lungs. Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
I saw it, yeah. And I was like, well, she's dead. But again, Korra, to me, I just didn't like Korra. And I'll tell you why. And I'll do the reenactment real quick. Even though they can't hit the scene.
No.
Don't do it. Just the Avatar. Earth, fire, wind, and water. And I'm like, she should only know water.
But we talked about that.
Yeah.
And I was
and she's just a bitch. I just don't like her.
I don't know. There are moments where I don't like Korra, and there are moments where I like Korra. But it's those things where you're like, for one, when someone says, "Oh, she's gay," I was like, "She's bisexual." Actually.
I never cared.
No. It's not bisexual. But when they say "Oh, she's gay," I was like, "Well, she's bisexual actually, because she dated Marco. She had feelings for Marco, and she really did like Marco.
Yeah.
And yes, she's dating the girl. I think Nami or whatever her name is. I don't remember her name, but she's dating her. But she's bi.
Why'd you break up with Marco?
They butted head too much and stuff like that. They were butting their heads. But like I said, she's still bisexual.
Yeah.
I get it when someone says no, she's gay. It's like, she's bi. Why are we disrespecting the bisexuals?
Yeah.
She's an actual bisexual. Anyway, I'm not getting into that. All in all, yeah, you and I are, it's a good show. I recommend it. I would say watch it. Definitely. The
last two episodes are just like I said.
No. You should watch it. You should watch it.
Yeah.
You should watch it. I understand where they're going, kind of, but I think it's stupid that I'm like I told you, my favorite YouTuber is watching this,
Mm-hmm.
and I told you this. He had the same reaction that you and I had when he was on episode 6 or just before 7.
Yeah.
And he said, is he and he said kind of like annoyingly, is he gonna ever do waterbending? Like we have 2 episodes left, and he hasn't even attempted
Tempted.
waterbending. Like hasn't even tried.
I
and I said this, and I wanted to leave a comment. I said, "You are gonna hate the next.
2 episodes.
You're gonna hate the next 2 episodes, and it's gonna leave you mad.
Yeah.
Like it's mad. If you're a huge fan of the cartoon, it'll leave you mad.
No, the part
So I understand why there's hate online. I don't think it's deserved hate. I don't think this show deserves the hate.
No, everyone's like one guy's like, it's an utter failure. I'm like, how? How is this an utter failure?
It's just haters.
I will just say, okay, listen,
Yeah.
you and your fancy interviewing, reviewing shit. I can see why you're saying it's not the Avatar that we're used to.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a failure.
Yeah, but it's not a failure.
It's not worse than the movie.
The movie sucked.
No, I will stand on this. It is not worse than the movie. The movie is horrible. And even my favorite YouTuber said, I don't understand why there's hate. And you want to know why there's hate? Is because haters are going to hate.
Yeah.
And they haven't even watched the show to know why. They're just going on the bandwagon to hate on it. That's why.
The only person that I'm gonna try to watch his video on because someone respects his opinion is Alex Myers. But even him, like I have never heard him talk positive about a movie he's ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like he always talks about movies in like a crappy way.
Mm.
But like even I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask someone. Do you ever like a movie or show, or do you just hate everything?
All right. Well, this has been the Cannonball Podcast. We're actually at 2 hours and 31 minutes.
Nice.
This is a good episode.
It's long.
It's long, but it's a good episode.
Yeah.
We needed something like this. This has been the Cannonball Podcast. I am Captain C signing off, and we'll catch you on the next ride.
Peace.
Later.